Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Welcome into our second stream for today here at Ear to Ear Magic. Glad you guys could join us. This is the first time you've ever joined us here at Ear to Ear Magic. We're glad you can hang out with us, jump into the chat and have some fun. And we hope that you have a good time, learn a little bit about what goes on in and around here. The main thing we want you to know is so welcome in. And my name's Chris. This is my son Owen, who has been joining me on Tuesdays as we sort of tours. We've got the major event coming through. Don't worry. We're at the transportation center parking lot. It's always windy like this. It will calm down once we get over to the Boulder slide, so don't get overly concerned about that. But again, my name is Chris. We do stream from the parks every Monday through Friday. I'd love for you guys to have some fun with us today. If you're having a good time in today's chat as we make your way over to the Wilderness Lodge, talk about this deluxe resort and all the accommodations and amenities you can get by staying there, we would love for you guys to hit that thumbs up button. Thumbs up helps us as we share our streams out, because the more thumbs up we get, the more likely it is that YouTube will share our stream out and invite new Disney fans and those who would like to learn more about what's going on here at Disney. And if you had a really great time, we want you guys to come back and have some more fun with us on future streams. So hit that subscribe button. The subscribe button doesn't cost a thing. It basically just says, hey, YouTube, I think I kind of like this group, and I might like to come back and do some more stuff here in the future. So,
and if you're already coming, checking on a regular basis, see that anything new pop up, then you're already doing yourself a favor.
Because, yeah, you don't have to keep looking through, because
it's
the subscribe button just means that if we have something new pop up, they'll recommend it to you guys next time you open up YouTube. So the crew that we have here, our community, this is our magic crew. That's the name because we have a lot of stuff going on here. As I'm chatting, as I'm walking around, as I'm showing stuff to you guys, lots of things are happening here in the chat as well. And this is a lovely group of people. And we want to keep everybody feeling good and enjoying the stream. So the one thing that we have is, not only do we wish that you guys, and always ask that you follow YouTube guidelines, it's very important that you help us maintain our own Ear to Ear Magic crew guidelines as well. That means positivity. Now, that doesn't mean you can't dislike something. It doesn't mean that everything is wonderful, everything is the best thing ever. That's not what we mean. But positivity we mean is the fact that we want to make sure that when people come in, they have an opportunity to have some fun, and they don't let the small things drag them down. So it's all about a positive perspective. And we're very much, I don't like everything. And I'll tell you, very, very likely, if we run into a snack or a treat or something like that, a food review, if I tell you it's not good, I'll tell you it's not good. That's not being negative, but we'll tell you positively. I positively don't like this.
I mean, the Olaf cupcake looks nice, but
oh, the Olaf cupcake was terrible.
Oh, yes.
It was expensive, but that was 3 years ago. So we try to maintain positivity, guys. Second of all, we want to make sure that we keep our streams family friendly so that everyone can join in. We don't have to worry about things that are inappropriate for younger ears. So please help us to maintain that. And second, the main thing is we want everyone's voice to be heard. And we want you to respect and be respected. And to help us with that, we have a lovely group of moderators here in our chat who overlook to make sure that everyone's following the guidelines. And if for some reason someone doesn't understand the rules, we need some help with them, the moderators may step in and help them. So if you have a chance to cross the guidelines here or there, so that everyone has a good time. Now, we're going to be walking through the street in just a second. And when we do, I will be turning the camera off for just a moment, because we don't share video of security, and that is our rules, that's Disney's rules. So when we go up, I'm going to take the video, turn it down for just a bit, and as soon as we get through security, we're going to take some transportation options, get you guys on over to Wilderness Lodge. So welcome in, have some fun, make some friends, but most of all, we just want you guys to leave every one of our live streams with a smile from ear to ear. So, get through security in just a moment, guys. Now, we are going to be focusing heavily on Wilderness Lodge today. Susan and I are Travelmation travel agents. We do help our clients when it comes to booking and preparing for all of their Disney, Universal, cruising, stuff like that. So feel free to ask other questions, but please note of the fact that as we're walking around, we really are going to be very, very laser focused, at least for today's stream, on all the things you can find at Wilderness Lodge, Copper Creek, and Boulder Ridge. So if you guys ask a question, we may answer it, and they go right this particular resort as possible. And then next week on Tuesday, we'll pick a whole nother resort and do it all over again. Now, if you're watching this either today live or in replay and you're like, this was pretty good, enjoy learning about the resorts, go back and check out our previous streams, because we have 2 other ones we've already done. And every Tuesday for the remainder of the summer of this summer series, we're going to do it over and over again. So I'm going to be turning the camera off because we don't share security. We'll be back with you guys in just a moment. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Just keep walking. Don't do it. Just keep walking. You're going to take that backpack. You're going to walk through there with it on your back. Gigantic metallic thing here like this. Good. Gotta take that off. Woo. We got a big old battery backpack. Always gotta take your battery out. Security is a lot quicker today. All right, guys, so we're going to take everybody over to the Magic Kingdom. I'm going to take you on one of the more pleasant ways to get over to the Wilderness Lodge when you're traveling to and from MK. We might have to hurry. Our monorail just showed up. Good afternoon.
You have fun?
Coral!
Yep, that's the color. That's
Coral!
no.
I'm going to call most of them Marlin Jr. Woo, we're busy. Gotta have to see if we can find our spot.
Yeah.
A little full. This one might work. Well, maybe not. One more. Oh, sorry. You need to jump on it and let her sit down. Jump up and let her sit down. There you go. So we're going to take a express monorail over. Boy, we are packed in here too. That was close. And if you guys have use for or would like to use closed captioning, then you probably can't hear me talking right now because you already have the stream muted while you're at work, or can't hear me in the first place. But run your cursor over the top right hand corner of today's stream. You should see a CC pop up. You can turn on closed captioning. Hopefully it works out well for you guys. We're going to be going first through Disney's Contemporary Resort Hotel. One of the first hotels opened up here at Walt Disney World back when it opened up in October of 1971.
Now you go in the hotel you stayed in.
We'll be adding the Contemporary to our list of hotels to do our walkthrough later on this summer. So
There's the resort line. Counterclockwise, stops on the resort to heading straight to Magic Kingdom.
yeah, the resort line will stop at all of the hotels here in the area, as well as the Magic Kingdom and the Ticket and Transportation Center. So it makes 5 stops, 3 hotels, 1 park, 1 parking lot.
I'm surprised nobody got any announcers over the speaker.
Yeah, nothing like por favor manténganse alejados de los
And here you can
puertas.
see Daylight Tower and stuff like that.
Of course, what were we riding last night? We were riding no, it was this morning. We were riding Splash Mountain, and the music turned off during one stretch right before you got to the laughing place. And talk about creepy. All the animatronics kept moving. There wasn't any music.
When music adds so much to the atmosphere, it just feels wrong when it's just suddenly taken away.
Look at our minivan down there, guys. Minivan service is returning this month here to Walt Disney World. You can use the Lyft app while you're on property to book your own transportation to and from.
There's some more.
Lots of minivans.
Very stylized.
Somebody's excited to be at the Magic Kingdom today.
Oh, there's Orange.
And there's our boats right now. We're going to be heading to transportation to and from Fort Wilderness Lodge.
We get out on this side. Huh? Look like we get out over here.
Alrighty. Welcome to the Magic Kingdom monorail station.
Are you doing a YouTube?
Oh, we stream. Your Theory Matters stream every Monday for Friday.
Here we go. Made our way over to the Magic Kingdom monorail station. Then we'll head on over to the bus or boat stop and take a boat over. Anybody up for a boat ride? It was a little bit right there on the edge, wasn't it? But yes, he was extremely excited. Going, Disney World, we're at Disney World. Parents were filming them and their excitement. We'll make our way over to the boat landing. Now, when you're staying at Disney's Wilderness Lodge, you do have the option of taking the boats to and from the Magic Kingdom. Of course, every other park that you will want to visit while staying at the Wilderness Lodge will require you to jump on their buses, provide your own car transportation, or use the minivans, which like I said, mentioned earlier, are returning this month for commandeering. All right. So as normally we would take you guys just straight into the park, that was this morning. So we're gonna head out again. So we're walking right through security off to the side here. So make sure to point my camera in the right direction. All right. Now keep in mind, you've got Fort Wilderness, guys, which is your campground area, and the Wilderness Lodge. Two very different resorts. Make sure you know exactly which one you're going to be going to. It oftentimes, with the word wilderness in there, can sometimes find you at the wrong location. Fort Wilderness is going to be your camping stations, your cabins, and things like Hoop-de-Doo Review.
They're all going to be separate.
And then Wilderness Lodge is going to be your large deluxe resort hotels.
Yep.
So our boats are just heading out there now. I can see Fort Wilderness boat taking off. There's the larger boat here for Wilderness Lodge. So
Very
hopefully.
interested in how they have like multiple different types of boats. I never asked, but I wonder if they use specific boats for a specific like to and from.
Wilderness Lodge. That boat over there. However, there'll be another one here in about 10 minutes. Okay?
So
Won't take very long. Here's the broken line right there.
is that about right? About every 10 minutes they keep the boats
About
back and
every
forth?
10 minutes. And this particular run about every 10 minutes. That one about every 15.
About 15?
That one about every 10 also.
That one's a lot easier because it's a lot shorter, a lot closer.
Yeah, if you're just going to the Floridian, it only takes 3 minutes to get there.
I actually, now that they have the walkway open, I just enjoy walking.
The walkway is wonderful. In
We-
the late
we-
afternoon when it's hot and you're tired.
Last night we did it, and we actually got to see the water pageant come in under the bridge. Right?
Oh, yes. Right
So that was very entertaining.
Yeah.
That was very fun.
It
So
would have been about 10:30 or so.
that was it. We were right there at about 10:30.
Yep.
So whereas the Disney buses run about every 20 minutes, you're looking at your boats are somewhere between 10 to 15, at max 20 minutes, depending on how the things are going in schedule. So, but to say it's usually pretty quick around
10,
here.
15 is usually pushing it. So 10, something like that. Because we have two boats going on each run. So as one is leaving, one is on its way. Matter of fact, your boat opens the lodge, is right there.
We were just telling them, make sure that when you're coming in here, make sure you know the difference between Fort Wilderness and Wilderness Lodge.
Yes.
Especially late at night.
And please don't tell me that you want to go to the cabins at Wilderness.
Yes.
You mean the
Because
cabins
after
at
they've added,
Wilderness?
yeah, now that they've added the cabins at both, it makes it very, very
Right.
difficult.
And every day I have 2 or 3 people that we take them out to the campground and they say, "Is this the parking lot?" No. We have to bring them back and show them the parking lot. So it's very easy to get them.
I will tell you this, Doug. If I have a cabin over at Fort Wilderness and you guys act you know what, Disney messed up big time, but I'm just going to let it slide.
That's right. That is correct. Now, there's ones at Wilderness Lodge about the creek right on the water like that. I mean, it's similar to
Like the
ones
bungalows over at the Poly, which are extremely nice. They have their own, they call them the little personal dip pools.
Yes, well, actually the ones over here, if you look at Wilderness Lodge,
They have them as well. A lot more private even.
oh, yeah, exactly. The only thing you have to put up with both places is the boats honking their horns when they're getting ready to dock or leave.
But later in the night, it's not even that big of a concern afterwards. So,
Well, here comes your boat. We'll get you on that one.
here's our next boat coming in right now. Chantel says, I still remember my first Disney World hotel. I'd love to hear from you guys. What was your very first on-property Disney hotel that you stayed at? Let us know in the chat. And I'll go ahead and let you guys know our very first one that we ever stayed
I
at.
can't remember.
Do you remember?
I can't remember. It's been. I mean, we've been going for Disney for years. So if you're
Well, you've stayed in almost every single hotel. But
also that,
which was the first one? Do you take a guess?
Well, I mean, you did mention Colorado
So,
being a common one. Is that it?
Coronado Springs?
Yeah.
Good guess, but no.
Is it? I can't remember the name. Lakeside, like Riverside.
Port Orleans Riverside. That was it, actually. The very first on-property hotel that the Ear to Ear Magic family ever stayed at was at Port Orleans Riverside. So it's got a special place in our heart.
But
for that.
Lakeside, we did go. That was a really common one. That used to be our go-to when we were traveling back up and down a lot.
All right, everyone, if you're heading for the campground,
Robert, thanks for popping in. Appreciate it. Cold Customer says, first stay was at Old Key West, the original Disney Vacation Club Resort. Great spaces, wonderful layouts, and
That has to be one of the biggest like rooms.
oh, it's great. It's amazing.
Yeah.
The one bedrooms there are just gargantuan. Good afternoon, John. Welcome in. John says the first day was all-star music. A very fun resort. All different types of styles of music. And Disney characters and photo ops around. Naomi says the very first place I ever stayed at was the cabins at Fort Wilderness.
That is.
Wow, talk about very calm, relaxed, out of the way, because you've got your own space and you're not like amongst everybody else in your own little lot. It's very, not secluded.
That's interesting first experience. That's way different than like.
Disney Lisa, All-Star Movies. I wonder if, did they have the secret menu back over in the food court back then when you guys came for the first time? We'll have to talk about that later.
Oh yeah.
Well, customer bought into DVC the very next year. Well, if you stayed at Old Key West, I mean, that's the biggest places they've got. It's kind of hard to go back to a smaller room. Welcome in, Blue and Cheese. Good to see you in.
everybody, once again, this boat is going to go to the lodge and only the lodge. Only stop we make. This is not Uber. We do not take this. Fort Wilderness is that boat.
Thank you very much.
This is Wilderness
It happens every time. Just always know, Fort Wilderness, Wilderness Lodge. Are you going to the fort or are you going to the lodge? I say, let's go to the back.
Oh yeah. Let's go to the back.
Let's go sit in the back and let the wind run through our hair.
Welcome aboard, friend. Please watch your step.
Welcome in, Justin. How you doing today, Justin?
Good, yourself?
Doing wonderful, thanks. Let's go crazy. Let's just sit in the backpack. You gonna sit in the backpack? In the backpack. In the way backpack. Like this, if this is a station wagon, we would be facing the other direction.
If this was a go-kart, maybe.
John says, my wife and I are at Wilderness Lodge waiting for you to arrive. Hey, if you guys are there, and anytime, actually, anybody who sees us streaming, come over and say hello. This crew is your crew. This is all our community. We'd love to say hello.
Yeah. Oh, we're already lifting off. That was a few
That was
seconds.
quick.
Yeah.
Josh says, first day ever was at the Treehouse Villas at Saratoga Springs. Man, talk about starting in the top.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a very large space, very deluxe.
First day of the Polynesian in 1974. My parents paid under $200 a night, I think. Dan, I would actually be surprised if they paid even close to that. Some of the original hotel stays at the Contemporary, well, actually under $100 if I remember. To get over to the Wilderness Lodge. Welcome in, Caitlin. Stayed over at the All-Star Movies. Again, if you guys are staying at the Wilderness Lodge, you can get over to the other 3 parks by bus and to Disney Springs. That's the best way to get over to the Magic Kingdom from over at that deluxe resort. It's by taking this lovely boat right now. Get the ferry boat system working over. You can see off to the left the train station, which has been out of commission as long as they've started Tron, which is over to our right.
You gotta see Tron like beside the Space Mountain area.
And they're now lighting Tron up at night. Pretty spectacular.
Really?
Change of color too.
I've not seen it yet. I need to see that. I do know they have the new dome up.
We're going to be floating right by the Contemporary and Bay Lake Towers. And like Doug mentioned, the boats run about every 10 minutes. So even if you get up to the landing just as one is taking off, it really doesn't take long. I mean, we did exactly that when we walked up. We could see the other boat just leaving. Now, if today is the very first time you've ever joined us here on an Ear to Ear Magic live stream, we would love if you would consider hitting that subscribe button and joining our community. We are very, very close to hitting our first major 5-digit milestone here on our channel. Not only are we getting ready to celebrate next week our 6th anniversary of our channel, but hopefully very, very soon we're going to be celebrating 10,000 members in our Magic crew here on the channel as well. So We've only got a few spots left. If you say you want to be in the original OG 10,000 members of the Magic Crew, slots are going fast. So we'd love it if you guys hit that subscribe button. Help us celebrate. And tomorrow we're going to be over in the Epcot area. And what a better place to celebrate 10,000K if we can hit it either today or tomorrow. Yeah. Now, as we are sitting outside to get a better view, that means that right now I can't see any comments. Our screen turns black. Thank you so much, Apple. Hey, since it's so bright outside, how about if we turn their screen black so they can see better? What? But if you do have questions, Susan is in the chat this afternoon, can help with questions. And we also have our moderators watching the chat, so feel free to ask questions if they can help you out. If there are other questions that I need to jump back into, don't worry, I'll be back into the chat as soon as we can see our screen again. Now, as we come around this bend, you're going to be able to see your first signs of the major main structure of the Wilderness Lodge, as well as the very first things you're going to see right now coming into view are some of our cabins. And if you've never seen or knew about the Copper Creek cabins, these are an amazing place to stay. They are not in any way whatsoever something for everyone. They are costly, but if you're looking for an amazing stay for a large group of people with some good views right here on the back and their own little splash pool. Look at that, somebody celebrating the 2022 graduate celebration there. You can see the boats come and go all day long, and if you're over on this side, you could even catch views of our fireworks right over there behind us. We've got so many cabins on this side, and we've got so many cabins on the far side of the property as well. Welcome in to some of our crew coming in here today. Many of you guys I haven't had a chance to say hello to so far. Welcome in to some of those who have joined us today. We've got Dan, Vitzali Garcet, welcome in. Staying at Fort Wilderness this December. Disney World Vacationer. Disney World 1971, welcome into the chat. Who Dat Dave? The Autistic Tiger. How are you guys doing? Diane Scott, happy Tuesday. We got Mouse talking with us today. How are you guys doing? Welcome in, D. Maribel, it's good to see you again. Oh, I can see the screen again. Look at that. Welcome in, Matt. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Watch your step.
You've made it over. Nice little ride. And how long did that take us? Less than 8 minutes since I started the stopwatch. This little landing here allows you to sit, take a break for a bit. From this view here, you can see Discovery Island. This was Disney World's original zoo and animal location out on this island. It has since been basically abandoned. The structures are all still intact, if you can use that phrase, out there on the property. It is off limits. It is prohibited from anyone going on the island due to health and safety issues. You could be banned from Disney for a lifetime, so don't even try it. Someone tried it during the pandemic. Put some videos out. Here's the thing: if you're gonna break some rules, don't put a video up and put it on YouTube. What if you tag Disney? Over here to our left, we can see just around the corner is Fort Wilderness, and it's close enough that you can see it. The areas where they are to eventually put in another Disney Vacation Club resort there, and then you can see our property as we're going in. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us today. Let's go on in as we're now on property and on foot. Disney's Wilderness Lodge. Now, when they put in the cabins and they did some other work, they actually ended up clearing out some of the trees that were in this area. When we first started coming back to this property, back in the day, when we were still traveling to and from the Georgia area, you would get to this time, this space, and you couldn't see anything but trees. Now, since then, it's been cleared out quite a lot more than it was in the past. It's still very kind of boggy, and sometimes there's even standing water around. But back in the day, you could not even see any of this. It was just nothing but trees. Honestly, I kind of miss that.
Yeah, it was a nice meeting. We tried a lot of shade.
Now our sign here says, of course, we're going to continue on to the lobby. We're going to start off there. It's also where you're going to be able to get to the area where Geyser Point is, where our geyser is. And the Cascade cabins, we talked about it as we walked in there. The first 12 are the ones we passed over here by the boat on this side. And the other 14 are on the other side of the property. That's right. Thank you, Honk, for bringing us over. There are so many things that are very unique here to this property and its theming, design, and overall landscape. One of that being our actual geyser here. The geyser does go off every so often.
There's a ton like every 30 minutes.
And maybe when we come back out, we wouldn't catch it when it's shooting straight up into the air. We've also got our children's splash pad here with our little cool little buckets and splash buckets. That's just a repeating theme.
That is essential.
Nobody likes a giant bucket of water dumped on them more than kids.
Yes.
And we made it to the back of Wilderness Lodge. Our main pool does have a slide area. And what I love is the We've kind of done this backwards, but we'll come back to this. Notice the flowing water coming out of the pool.
Yeah, do keep a note of that.
Just take note. We'll talk about a little bit more about that in a bit. Let's make our way on up into the lobby and get started up there. Oh, we got some. We're jamming out here at the pool today.
Interesting soundtrack choice. Considering the location.
Yeah, I bet it. Hey, it's just like Bel Air out here.
Oh yeah, definitely. 100%.
Just like Bel Air.
Look at all these suburbs.
Oh, well, you know, I said that we would have a theme going on, but... Uh-oh. Looks like where our falls are not so much falling today.
Yeah, there should be water on that there, but...
This is actually Copper Creek Falls. Normally we do have cascading waters coming through.
Usually it starts there and it goes like... It starts over there. And then you can see that it goes through this bridge and actually...
So the water cascades from Copper Creek Falls into this pool and makes its way into this water, which then cascades into the pool itself.
And then as you saw before, it goes back
It
out.
keeps going.
Yeah, it keeps going.
We'll show you the springs where all this is supposed to originate. We'll make our way there. You can see our chat again. Caitlin says, I bet you there are a lot of bugs at that resort. Strangely enough, not really.
Yeah.
There are a lot of natural things that happen that keep the bug population down. And I'll tell you, Caitlin, I can't recall, honestly and truly, I can't recall ever having a mosquito problem anywhere on Disney property. So evidently we're working on some things here. So our Copper Creek is not necessarily creaking right now. We'll have to look and see if the springs are up and operational inside the lobby. There is a natural spring. That bubbles up in the middle of the lobby. So they may be cleaning that out and refurbishing that. Notice your observation decks up there. We will be taking you guys up there.
Hello, Ear to Your Magic.
Oh, how's it going?
I'm John.
How's it going, John?
And this is
Nicole, nice to meet you guys. Here, let me turn the camera down and let you guys say hello to the crew.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Hello.
So, are you guys actually staying here for this trip?
We're staying at Coronado Springs.
So you just
Okay.
like, wanted to like look around the area. Maybe get
Yeah, we always resort hop when we're here.
I was about to say, I'm glad you guys do, because that's the best thing to do.
It's the only way to do it.
If you don't, you miss out on a lot of stuff.
A lot of stuff.
All right, so have you guys stayed here
Not yet.
before?
No.
It's on the list, though.
Oh, it's definitely
One of these days.
Yeah.
Now, where are you guys staying at Coronado Springs? Are you staying in one of the regular
Oh, no, we're in the
rooms?
tower.
You're in the Destino Tower. It's nice, isn't it? So, are you guys on the front side or the back side with the water?
We're watching over the lake.
Over the lake, so you've got the great water view.
Yep. Except
So-
for yesterday, during the mini hurricane.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, I remember.
a little torrential rain. We kind of need some though.
We're stuck in our rental car for 30 minutes, waiting for the rain.
Just wait, just to settle down. I've done that before.
We may as well just wait in the car. We got the air conditioning running.
So sometimes we wait. I think there's a few times when we were at Disney and we just tanked through it.
Oh, sometimes you sit in the car and wait, and sometimes you're like, you know what? Just do it.
Yesterday was a waiting day.
There are times where we've just run through it, and by the time we got to the destination, it
just
stops
stops.
raining. Like, if we just waited just a few
We-
minutes.
We'd been at the park, and then I said, why don't we just run over to the McDonald's and get dinner? So it was pouring on the way there. It stopped long enough for us to go in, and then it poured. When we were leaving, it stopped raining, get back to the resort, and it just opened up. I was like, yeah.
We haven't been really getting the daily rain
Right.
like we normally would get this time of
Yeah.
year. Normally at 3 o'clock, you can just go, there it goes. It's going to start.
Yeah.
4 o'clock, it turns right off, and you just keep going.
Yeah.
But it hasn't really done that. Now, how often, how long have you guys been coming to Disney?
I've been coming for the last 25 years.
25 years.
Nice.
My first trip was in 1996.
It was well before I was born.
So you've got
And if you believe that, I've got some other things I can tell you too. No,
This is her 4th trip.
4th trip. So you're getting there.
I'm getting there.
Now, it doesn't take long to get kind of stuck on enjoying and coming back. So do you feel as though you still have that? Now, if you would ask him, hey, you want to go on vacation? He's immediately going to go, Disney. Now, for you, have you gotten to that point yet?
I'm already at that.
You're already at that point. It didn't take much.
It didn't take long to convert her.
No,
It didn't
so
take much.
now where do you guys come from?
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. Man, I tell you, today's a Pennsylvania day. Last week was all Texas.
Pennsylvania Day in your chats.
It seems like it. We've got tons of people in Pennsylvania. Everybody from Pennsylvania, raise your hand. Then last week we ran into San Antonio, Houston, Dallas, and it's like every family I ran into in like one day, they were all from Texas. So it's like you guys kind of like converged together. But the Pennsylvanians and the Texans, you guys.
Every week is a different state.
So now the only thing is you guys don't have Buc-ee's up in Pennsylvania. So
No.
you
No.
see now
I thought
you just.
about taking the trip and driving to one, but I'm like,
I always joke about the fact like, do you do that for a gas station? Do we do that? But I have to say there may be a possibility that we may be doing that in the very near future.
where's the closest one to?
It's about an hour away. There's it's about an hour away. Either go toward Daytona, and there's one on the other direction. So we may be finding ourselves at a Buc-ee's very, very, very soon.
I'll be tuning in.
So we'll see how that goes.
I tune in every day at work.
So what? Now, do you always listen with the volume up?
Yeah, I always have an earbud in.
You're about. I was about to say
Or
we
I
just
sit at my desk and
we just started adding closed captioning to our streams because we realized there are a lot of people were watching and they couldn't turn the volume up, and we were getting comments like, "I don't know what he said. Have the volume turned down." So we've added closed captioning, so that would help out.
I'm
There's a
lucky
lot of people
'cause
that
I'm
just
one of the bosses, so
The boss doesn't care. The boss like, I dare you to say something.
yeah. I only answer to 2 other people in my building, and both of them understand when something Disney's on, don't bother John.
That works out perfectly.
It does.
So you've been 4 times. Is that counting this trip now?
Yeah.
So where are the other 3 places that you've stayed at, Nicole?
So we stayed at Art of Animation, Saratoga Springs, and then we also did Disney Cruise.
The Disney Cruise.
Disney Cruise.
Which ship did you go on?
We were
Magic.
on the Magic.
On the Magic. That was we were the last time we cruised was on the Dream, and it was a great cruise. That was for Disney Cruise Line, and it's a lot of people think that, surprisingly enough, that cruising is way too expensive. But then there are times where I priced out cruises which are cheaper than doing a subsequent trip
Right.
at Disney,
Yeah.
and you can do so much more, and the food's included.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I've been on my next Disney cruise. I'll get gold status.
All right.
And we sailed out of New York and down to the Caribbean, and we had real rough seas. We left in November, and she was sick the one night. I ended up having 4 steaks for dinner, and I didn't feel
I
bad
just
about
kept
it at all.
passing it over.
I'm just like, thank you.
No, you just just let him have it. Let him have it.
But the downside to leaving a Disney cruise is having to not eat every 2 hours.
Yeah, I feel like there's stuff where you like you walk up and you just have this relapse like, oh right, this is life.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll be honest. The last time we were on the Dream, we had perfect sailing except for the pirate night, and we were on the day at sea. We hit some major rough waters that Thursday night, to the point where I didn't realize it was happening until we were like halfway through the stage presentation that night, and my stomach started to feel like it was dropping. And I'm thinking, what did I have for dinner again? What is this? Am I getting nauseous? Am I getting sick? What's going on? And then it happened again, and I realized, no, it's not me. It's the ship. It's dipping.
Oh yeah.
And I'm feeling it.
I've always sailed out of Port Canaveral except for the one time when we went up from New York. We took our oldest son for his, what was it, 6th birthday?
His 6th birthday, and he freaked out.
Yeah, he cried because he thought we were going to Wildwood. So
Oh.
I said, hey, you got to watch for the hotel, and we're already in New York. And I'm like, hey, look, there's a Disney cruise ship. We should go on it. He said, we can't. I said, what? I said, we don't have
Those
tickets.
always seem to backfire.
He said, we don't have tickets. I said, we'll just sneak on. He said, no. He started crying. I was like,
Dad's
"Mom,
gonna get
we're
arrested.
going. And then
Throw us
he was
overboard.
in the lab for kids.
Oh,
We've never even seen
We
him.
had dinner with him one night, and the rest of the time he was.
we made a rule with the kids that they could do whatever they wanted as long as they stayed on with the app with us, but they had to have dinner with us every night. That was the one rule. So when we had dinner at seating, they had to come and eat dinner with us, and then after dinner they could go back to doing whatever. And they would disappear right after dinner was over. They're like, all right, thanks, Dad, thanks, Mom, and then boom, they're gone again.
We had the one night, both of our kids were in their clubs, and we had nothing to do. So, of all the things we did on the Disney cruise ship, we rode the elevator and took pictures of everything as the door opened. That is all we did. I'm like,
I just held one. Do I
like how
want
bad
this
is
picture?
this?
Yep.
We can do anything we want on this ship.
But you know, though, I'm the kind of guy who gets the biggest kick out of the fact that every day that the little door plaque at the bottom of the elevator gets changed every day. Because when you're on a cruise ship for several days, sometimes you forget and you don't know what day of the week it is. That's the best thing ever when you're on vacation and you forget what day of the week it is. And I remember we were on the Royal Caribbean ship about 5 weeks ago. And I remember on Sunday, we got on with somebody else and the other family, they looked down and they go, oh, it's Sunday. And I just kind of laughed in my head going, and that's why they do it. That's why they do it. So, I mean, if I may ask a question of kind of personal, how did you guys find the Sierra Theater Magic?
I forget how I found you. I found you almost a year ago.
Wow.
Because we were down here in December, and I was talking to you on chat, and we tried to meet up at Magic Kingdom. And I remember you thinking that somebody was walking up to you and you thought it was me, and it wasn't me. And I'm like, oh, we just didn't have a chance to meet up. And I started watching you before that, and every time I see that you're going live, if I don't chat, I'm always Ninja.
Just there. Well, you guys, seriously though, John, the Ninja Watchers make a huge difference.
Oh yeah.
Because when it comes to YouTube, they count every time that people turn it on and when they turn off. So when Ninja Watchers go to work and they go, you know what, I'm putting it in the background and it sits there and you guys watch the entire stream, that is a huge thing for YouTube. And they go, if it's that good, maybe somebody else would like it. So Ninja Watchers, some other people go, I don't care about Ninja Watchers. They don't in the chat. They don't do me any good. No, Ninja Watchers are our base. That's what makes it possible.
Well, I'm there every day that you're there.
So I appreciate it. And anytime we can help out, we're going to be here for you. So it's I'm glad we got to see you this time.
Yes.
So
I'm like, I saw that you were going live. I'm like,
okay, let's be honest. Did you actually come over to the Wilderness Lodge just to say hello?
yes.
No.
We did.
That's-
Honestly.
Boom.
We were over at.
Epcot.
Yes, we were at Epcot. Then we went over to the Yacht and Beach Club. We were gonna go over to Boardwalk, and I'm like, why don't we just go hop on the Skyliner, go over to Hollywood Studios, and then take a bus over to Wilderness Lodge. I said we should get there about the same time. And then I seen that you had pushed your stream back a little bit. I'm like, oh, this is perfect.
I walked away without my gimbal this morning. I'm like, last thing I want to do. I remembered my hat.
I even said he remembered his hat.
You got to give me credit for the small things I can do. So,
Small things are still things. So
at least I show up and I try sometimes. So,
that's all we can ask for.
well, have you guys ever been here during the holiday season?
I have not.
No.
Have you ever been hopping? Have you ever been here during the November and December time of the year?
When we were here in December, we
We were
hopped
here
around
in
a little
December
bit.
a little bit.
If you've never come to the Wilderness Lodge during November and December, this is Susan's favorite lobby during the holidays. The tree is just beautiful. It goes all the way up to 6 stories. And it's just amazing to go and check out and have fun with.
When it was Animal Kingdom Lodge 4 years ago. We walk in, the fire alarm's going off.
Yeah.
Like we came over to check out the
Literally
resort.
just.
It was probably a zebra.
Well, there was workers standing right in front of the signs that said it was a test.
Uh-huh.
That nobody needs to worry. So I said to my work, I said, should
No one's
we-
stopping to read signs when the fire line goes
should we,
off.
like,
though.
not be in here? He was like, oh, no, you're fine.
It's just
He's like,
an
it's just a test. And then he's like, oh, I'm standing in front of the school. And now my parents are coming back down again in November and bringing our kids, because we're here with our kids,
See,
which is amazing.
we've taken several, before we moved, we took several trips without the kids. We left them with their Nana, and we're like, we're gone. We did anniversary trips and stuff like that, and it's very important, I think, to be able to take adult trips.
Yeah.
A lot of people are scared to do so. They're like, you know, the guilt, I left my kids. I've gone to Disney without kids.
Guilt goes away with
No,
it.
you don't need to do that, because it makes a big difference. And something about having a Disney date
You
and
get
being able to
to
enjoy that.
connect.
You get to do things that you might not normally get to do, like maybe even go to a nice fine dining restaurant or
We
something
went
like
to
that.
the House the first night here.
There we go. There you go.
Fabulous.
I haven't
Did you-
gone there since like.
Did you get the rubber ducky? The rubber ducky drink?
No.
I know it's so quiche,
Like,
but
I'm holding out because not tomorrow, Thursday.
Friday.
We're going to Hoop to Do.
oh, that yeah, it just opened up.
And yes, I tried to get reservations for the first night because I'm like, I want to be part of Disney history. When it first reopens, I want to be in the first seating. Well, I ended up getting the following day at 6:15. So we're going on the 24th, and I'm like, they have free sangrias, like with your meal.
There you
So
go.
I'm trying to not drink before that.
So you can enjoy it a little bit and not go
Good.
right.
Yeah, but I should have like one drink a day to kind of build up a little tolerance.
Yeah.
Well, we were there the very first night the Boma reopened.
Okay.
And for us, I mean, that's my favorite restaurant on property, and it opened up as a buffet. And so that was just amazing to be there. And the fact that it actually opened up in its full form, as opposed to like some places opening up, well,
Yeah,
we've got a
where-
limited menu, or we're only serving 3 things or something like that. That was
or
great.
you're not even going up to the buffet. We'll bring the stuff to you.
Oh yeah, the family style where they just throw
Yeah,
everything in a
yeah.
bucket and say, here's some of
I was
it.
surprised when we were here in December. We ate at the Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
Was it still family style at that point?
No, you could walk up and go up to the buffet line.
Oh,
right
that's
there.
Yeah.
good. That's good.
Because the last time we ate at
Like,
Crystal Puff,
I
it
was
was actually,
nervous.
yeah.
I'm like, I wasn't afraid of getting sick, but I'm like,
We haven't been to
See,
buffets in so long. What do we
no.
do? How do we do this again?
exactly. And then last night we ate at the
Black Diamond.
no, Diamond Horseshoe.
Diamond Horseshoe.
Is that what it is?
Oh, it's basically over in the Magic
That's
Kingdom.
Liberty Tree.
Yeah.
It was it's the Liberty
Yeah.
Tree Tavern extension.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, yeah, let's just eat here. And I mean, the food was still fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
I've yet to find a meal here that I haven't been satisfied with.
Oh yeah, they have.
Well, I can name a couple, but we
I
won't.
haven't found them yet.
The thing is, though, we'll tell you where that is, just so we can always kind of put that in your head, because we don't ever, you know, if we find we have a great experience, we want to let you guys know. If we have something that's just mediocre, we'll let you guys know and put that into your mixture and everything. So
Obviously, your Obi-Wans.
I try to keep that fresh, you know.
It's always fun and exciting because it's a really good, honest opinion. Because if you ask a worker, of course, they're going to most likely say, "Oh, the food's great,"
Oh yeah,
you know. But
they're
you
they're
find-
bringing it to you.
Yeah, but you find somebody that doesn't benefit to tell you that.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing for me. We bring a lot of our travel clients to Disney. These are people that they depend on us to tell them
Right.
what is good and what is not so
We don't
good.
want to just like sell them on an idea. We want to bring. Like,
Yeah, it can't.
an actual
Everything's not
experience.
perfect.
Right.
And there are times where we're going to say, you know what, for your money, this is a better use of your money than this over here.
Yeah.
And honestly, when they sell me a $9 shake and it tastes like a Frosty, I'm going to tell you,
Right.
it's a $9 Frosty. Take that $9, go get you a $6 cupcake that I got so much more out of, you know, because, you know, I try to be very, very upfront and honest about that kind of stuff. So it's good. We do that. And if it's not good, it's just not good. Not everybody hits the home run every time.
Right.
I mean, everyone had to have a Chris Edwards on their baseball team growing up. So
I don't know.
I'm joking. They never let me play on the team.
It's been so long. I haven't played baseball in like 30 years. So.
I played soccer.
I can't get into soccer.
I was doing soccer. And then, you know, then they're like, we want you to run the entire game. We're like, what? Can we bring a stool? You know, I want to sit down. Well, they're on that end. Can I just take a break? No, you got to stand up and wait for them.
Oh, no.
Oh, man, it was rough. So, well, thank you guys for taking the opportunity to coming through. And this is, guys, by the way, let me do this. I'm going to show you what I have to do. Every time I do, I have to turn this around. I have to go 1,
No wonder why
2,
it takes you forever.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7
Oh
steps.
my goodness.
That's
That's
a
why it's
lot
like
of
Old programs, I can go boop and it's done. 7 steps to turn it around. So now you guys see like, what is he doing? Why does he take so long? 7 steps.
Now we understand.
This right here, this is our crew. This is our magic crew. And so we are just blessed by the fact that we have so many people from all over the place who can just enjoy Disney. And when they're here, we get to see you guys.
Yep.
And we have a tagline we've used for about 4 years, and we've kind of stood by it because we love the ideas that we get to see you in the parks. And we thank you guys for coming over and saying hello to us. So
Not a problem.
it was, it's been a pleasure. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Don't be afraid to come up to them.
No, it's our stream. It's your stream. I mean, these guys are watching on a regular basis. It's just as much their streams as it is anybody else's. So come on up and have some fun.
I think you're still live on my phone. Yeah.
Look at
You're still on the phone.
still there. So let me ask you, for the time that you've been here on this trip, if I were to say, if we were looking for a 4 or a 5 orange bird treat that is, or food that you've had this time that you haven't had before, that is completely outside of I have no bearing upon what they're going to say, where would you steer somebody? What have you guys have tried on this trip that you would recommend
I'll let
to
you
somebody
take
else?
that one.
I didn't do orange bird.
He's not. No.
But
He means food. What kind of?
Yeah,
food?
what's the highest rating food and treat
What's
that
the
you've
best
had?
thing you've had?
best thing I've had, okay. Polynesian, I've had the pineapple twist float with the dole.
Oh, is that at the Pineapple Lanai?
Yep.
Yeah.
At the one that's out back. So, and some people don't really know that you can get that back there at the back
Yeah.
side.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was-
Now-
There is a station right, so
it
that's
was so good.
Now, do you guys like salty and sweet?
Yes.
Have you ever had chocolate covered bacon?
No.
I don't eat bacon.
You don't eat bacon?
Great.
Do you eat bacon?
I love bacon. I live for
This
bacon.
is perfect then, because
so bad.
this is
People are
all
like,
for
"You just
her.
make
This
bacon."
is all for. No, they act. If you go to the Kona Island walk-up area on the second floor of the Polynesian, they have 4 different flavors of chocolate-covered bacon.
We going to the Polynesian, dear.
So when you go to the Polynex, go up and you can get yourself some bacon, and they just dip it in chocolate. And one of them's like even has a little bit of a chili spice to it, so it's a little bit of even some heat to it.
Yes.
But if he doesn't eat bacon, you go get your lapu lapu. You know what that is, right?
No.
The lapu lapu, go over to the Tambu Lounge over at the top, second floor, right outside of Ohana. They'll fix you a nice little cocktail just for you and put it inside an actual pineapple. It's about the
Okay,
close-
we're going. We're
It's
going.
about the
There
closest
we go.
thing. It's
Both
about the
sides have been
closest thing
covered.
you can do to getting on the islands. He can walk around with his pineapple in his hand and walking around,
I'll drink my drink and you
And-
have as much
And I'll
bacon as
eat
you
the
and
want.
he
bacon.
can have
Yep.
the bacon.
I can have all the bacon in the
If you
world.
ever
And
come-
these will be the happiest tourists you've ever seen.
If you ever come to our neck of the woods, we have in Easton, it's called Bacon Fest.
Bacon Fest.
Bacon
Yes,
Fest.
we have Bacon Fest.
And what does he
Garlic
do at
Fest.
Bacon Fest?
He doesn't go.
I don't go, but I know about it. I know where not to go and.
He's very committed to
You
not
go
doing
without
any
him?
bacon.
Oh, I would go with
Oh
that.
yeah, you grab it in a heartbeat. We didn't think about twice about it.
Any kind of bacon with anything on it you can imagine, and it's what, a 3-day thing.
Yeah.
They do it like a Friday, Saturday.
You know,
What-
if
what's
we
the
if we
weirdest-
continue to grow our channel, we're able to start traveling outside of Disney. Bacon Fest sounds like something I would not think twice much about. We could
Well-
just. But then what time of year does that happen?
Was it November?
I believe it's
In November.
What's
Anybody else in
Bacon.
Pennsylvania go to Bacon Fest?
What's the weirdest bacon themed
What's-
item you can get there?
Oh, I don't even know.
There's so many. It's
See,
Just-
pork belly. Pork belly is considered bacon as well.
That is true.
And if you go back to MK, they've got the pork belly back there in Frontierland for a snack as well. So the pork belly is really, really sweet.
he's talking about
all
Oh my
this
goodness,
stuff. And the great thing is, you don't have to share it with him because he won't
That's
touch
even better.
That's right. I won't be like,
That's
oh,
even
let
better.
me try it.
You're probably going to be so much more hungry after this entire
it. But you know,
conversation.
if you guys are ever looking for suggestions and stuff like that, I don't. Do you guys have Instagram?
Yes.
Anytime you guys are coming on trips and you're like, hey, what's the latest and greatest treat? Let me know. Shoot me a message over on Instagram, and I'll like, well, this is what we had yesterday. And that's what we love about jumping around in the park. So when you guys, I know it seems weird. You're like, well, this guy's always asking for money. I don't really want you to give. I don't want you guys to give money. I want you guys to enjoy the streams. I want you guys to be a part of it.
Yeah.
For those who enjoy it and would like to donate to the channel, that's great. But when we do get stuff like that, we use it to try all these treats, just so I can do exactly what we just did. Go try this, try that. I had this. Stay
Yeah.
away from that. Don't get that.
Don't do it.
Yeah, that's a waste of money. I'll tell you, you get 2 of these and you'll be just as happy. But there's just, let me know on Instagram next time you guys take a trip.
Okay.
And just say, hey, the plane just landed. Where's the first place I get? I'm gonna tell you right now. This is what we tried last week. You gotta go get that.
Someone else on YouTube about Ford's Garage.
Oh, Ford's Garage. Have you guys
yeah,
never done it?
No.
That is
Oh my God.
that is a really good place to eat for burgers. Now I have to go through my 12 steps. Certain people do 12 steps to better themselves. I have 12 steps to turn the camera around. If Ford's Garage, it's funny. Every time we move, since we moved here, every time we move, they start building a Ford Garage by our house. By the time they finish building it, we move. It's happened twice. There's another.
When they're coming again and when you're moving, so we can move.
Yeah,
down.
just come right over there and just do it at Ford's Garage.
We'll move in.
There's another place off of 192. It's not really that far at all. If you have a rental car, you can get it from even the backside of Animal Kingdom. It's called Sickies. We have yet to go there. It doesn't sound like it's very well named, but it's Sickies, Sickies Garage, and they have something like 38 hamburgers. And we're trying to reach out to Sickies and see if they will bring us in and let us just sit and just take it all in.
Yeah.
So we haven't tried it ourselves, but if you're looking for something off Disney property that might be worth, a good try.
There are a lot of good things in the area, including Ford's Garage.
Yeah.
You can.
So check it out next time you guys are looking for that as well.
Yeah.
But lots of cool things. Well, thank you guys for popping over and saying hello.
thank you.
If you try the bacon, if you try the lapu lapu, do me a favor. Take a picture. Take a picture with it.
Really odd message on Instagram.
That's
had more than
4 o'clock in the morning. Like, I'm going to say, how many of these things do you have? But so seriously, if you guys try it, take a picture, send it over to us, and I will share it on the stream and go, look, they got the lapu lapu and the bacon, and she didn't even have to share it.
Sounds good.
So thank you guys so much. It was a pleasure seeing you guys. We're gonna walk right in here with you guys on the. Do you know have they turned off the spring inside?
Yes, right here.
Yeah, the normal spring is
Yeah.
There's a sign that says "Pardon our."
pardon our springness.
Part of our pixie dust, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Or lack of
So and you know what they call it when they're working on this, right?
Oh boy, what's this?
It's called spring break.
It's a dad joke. Dad joke moment.
I already knew that was gonna punch me in the gut. As soon as you
I got to
said
bring them around every once in a while. So normally we do have our gurgling spring here, and it carries itself. I don't know if you guys have ever followed the path, but it carries itself all the way down over the falls into the swimming pool and out into Bay Lake. So it almost makes it look as if it's the spring itself that's part of the lake. And evidently we're getting some stuff worked on at the moment, but that's kind of sad. We'll come back and see the water, but you can actually follow the water path all the way down and all the way down to the lake.
Very interesting.
So
See, that's why we follow here. All the great information.
all the good stuff. Go check it out. And before you guys leave here, go check out the geyser.
Which way?
It's straight on down that way on the other side of the pool. And if you guys get there in the next 11 minutes, you might even get to see it go off.
Oh, we can make it.
We can make it.
Yeah, I think you can make it. But thank you guys so much. Have a great trip. And we'll see you guys in the parks again soon. Thanks.
Yeah, you can see the sign that says "Please pardon our appearance." Not pixie dust, surprisingly.
It's spring break, man.
They had to turn it off to get all the coins out of it.
All right, so we've made it into the main lobby here at the Wilderness Lodge. This is, of course, a deluxe resort here, everyone. I believe the Wilderness Lodge opened first back in 1994. So we're about, 28 years? Is that right? That doesn't sound right. Dave says the spring kind of looks like the Starlight Pit. I don't care what it is. I don't think you want to fall into it.
Yeah.
Welcome in, Patrick.
You just look up.
Hatbox Ghost. I don't think she wants me to return. She's like, go ahead and until you're ready to be worn out. Don't bother coming back now. Susan's working hard in the chat as well, and she's always got our back when it comes to the stream. So the theming of our resort here at the Wilderness Lodge is the Pacific Northwest. And lots of wood features. Oh, gotta love a lobby with a bridge. So guys, we did have a stream earlier today. It was a separate stream over in the Magic Kingdom. I just wanted to have some fun over there first before we came over. And we did take a little bit of a break so we could start afresh on our stream this afternoon here at the Wilderness Lodge. This morning, though, apparently, I did miss a notification for PayPal. And so, at this point in the stream, I am obligated with most.
Oh boy, here we go.
Oh, this morning, we got a PayPal. This morning, we got a PayPal. This morning, we got a PayPal. Got a PayPal from PT King. Thank you so much, Paul, for the PayPal. And I am so sorry that I missed the notification this morning as we were running around.
That one never got it.
So thank you so much. We appreciate your support of the channel and of the community. And I am so sorry that you had to wait so long for your thank you. But thank you so much. Trevor wants to know, how does it smell? When we went in November, we were met immediately with this intoxicating smokiness, barbecue smell that makes you feel like you're at a lodge. Well, a lot of that has to do, Trevor, with our proximity to the Whispering Canyon Cafe, especially in the evening. Whispering Canyon Cafe is one of many eating establishments here. They do take reservations. Reservations are highly recommended. And in the evening, they do have a barbecue style skillet where they just put it all in your plate and say, go to town, Trevor. Yep. And the barbecue smell just permeates throughout the lobby. I think it's kind of mean, but also somewhat intentional. There is the smokiness. There is the woody area. Lots of times they are burning. Like they even have a fire going in the fireplace right now. But when because at this point, I mean, we're at 4:51. We are like 10 minutes away from them opening up. And when they open up and they start serving, we're gonna start to smell the flavors
Noise level may go up in the lobby as well.
of the ribs. Yes, the noise level. Now we're gonna take you guys to a little secret area, and when I mean secret, it means everybody knows about it, but nobody does. Right over here by the Whispering Canyon Cafe is a way for you to take the stairs up and get a little bit better view of the lobby.
It's such a nice, calm area.
I like to stand here and make odd noises as guests walk in because they don't know that there's somebody right above them.
Hey, is there a parrot in here? Is there like a squirrel get stuck in here or something?
A squirrel?
Hey,
Make
there's
stitch
a squirrel
noises.
and, like, stuck in the lobby somewhere. I keep hearing it.
Have them walk in and go, aloha! Wait a minute, is it the Wilderness
Hi, the
Lodge?
Red Resort.
So, as you walk up into this area, there's this landing that gives you some amazing views and places to sit and enjoy. So I want to show you guys this area over here. We're going to steal from your quiet for just a bit. We're going to steal your awesome views. This is just an amazing little location.
From here, you can see how large it all is.
The
Like,
chandeliers.
if you're bringing back the Christmas tree comment from earlier, they have so much space.
The Christmas tree is like up here, guys, and it just cascades down.
Yeah.
Welcome in, GG.
I mean, from the outside, there's like.
And in reality, yes, if you guys have heard of the others, there are actually 3 resorts here. 2 of them are designated as Disney Vacation Club resorts. Of course, you've got Wilderness Lodge, Boulder Creek, which is DVC, and Copper Creek. And we are going to take you guys over to Boulder Creek as well and show you the separate area and lobby, which is an amazing building in itself. That is right, Patrick. Today is actually the 20th anniversary 2 decades since Lilo and Stitch first hit the theaters back in June 21st of 2002. So Stitch is 20 years old today. You know what that means now that he's 20?
He has to get a job.
He's gotta get a job! Alright, we're gonna take you guys one more level up. Level up. To see some grand views of our Wilderness Lodge here. Now, what I want you guys to do is also pay very close attention to our totems that are in the corners of the room and our columns, the animals that are carved into it. There have been many times we visited in the beginning where somehow my mind just totally missed the fact that there were so many animals carved into this area.
There's animals on totems, there's animals on these lamps if you look closer, along with onions or some kind of monster.
Pat says this place looks so nice, it's a little too rich for my blood. I will tell you this, Pat. If you may not find that this is the best place for you to stay, whether it's to your liking as far as theming or even budget, we do highly recommend that every time we go and we bring you guys to these resorts, we want to make something very clear to everyone. These are open for you to resort hop in and to enjoy. Whether it's just to go through and to take a look at them, to come through and dine, whether at the quick service or the signature restaurants, and especially during the holidays, November and December, when things are decked out in lights. Come through and enjoy what they have as far as their decor.
And it's always fun to visit here in the holidays because they always have something for each resort. Even if it's something tiny. But with special decorations with theme of each resort.
Can you imagine what that smokehouse smells like? The ribs and the chicken and all the stuff that they have prepared in that barbecue skillet. It does have that kind of feel to it, doesn't it, Jill? Wooden accents everywhere.
It basically looks like a giant log cabin.
We've got 4 floors in the main building here. And the upper floors here in this main lobby area are the club level. We'll show you guys some views from that as well. If not the club level, or the club lounge itself, which of course we cannot access, but we can show you about where they're located at. Aaron says it kind of looks like Canada, the Vancouver area. Lots of exhibits around the place as well. Paleozoic fossils of the Grand Canyon. What was that on?
They have a lot on the main floor, but they also have some throughout the house as well.
Paul says, any plans to do Caribbean Beach? Go check out Centertown, Jamaica, Bermuda, and the eventual loss of our pirate rooms. Oh yeah, most definitely. Now, I am afraid of heights, guys. And it does take a little bit of extra oomph for me to stand here and to provide these views. But I'll always make sure there's at least a cupcake amount of space between me and the edge, just to make sure. We'll take you guys out into the landing. There are all kinds of little nooks and crannies and spaces for you to go and hang out. Going up into the lobby area. And we were mentioning and showing this space before. Now, there's a special hidden detail in the area that we're looking at, or we're standing in right now. If you are watching from a different space out on the Bay Lake at night, if you were to turn around and look dead center to the area, some claim to see the face of a bear hidden in the details of the building itself. Now, whereas to say that's something that I see. It's completely subjective, but the next time you guys are on a boat over to Foot Wilderness and you turn and look toward Wilderness Lodge, see if you can see a bear watching you as you cross the lake. Welcome in, Jason. Welcome to Disney's Wilderness Lodge. You can come out here and rock, enjoy the cool breeze.
Have a table here, if you want to maybe say like get a snack and you just enjoy it right here.
Let's head on back inside. Now, these spaces are closed at certain times of the day. For instance, they close that one off after 8 p.m. And everything just smells of wood features. Welcome in, Mickey Stein. How are you?
Imagine how long it took to put the detail. It's like every like column and handrail.
If only I could excuse it for that Hatbox Ghost. If only. So we can of course take you up there, but I want you guys to notice we do have, of course, additional floors above our 4 floors of hotel rooms. You can see just the edges of our club level. Club level rooms are available here on property if you guys would ever like to have that permitted or put into your quotes. If you would like to stay here at the Wilderness Lodge. So if that's something you'd like to have access to, food is put out starting first thing in the morning for breakfast, and bites are provided and drinks throughout the day. So you can definitely ask for and take advantage of club level.
It's nice that they have these lit so at night you can see the steps.
It makes me nervous though when they're lit. I always feel like I'm going to miss a step.
You feel like there's something that's happened there before.
I wanted to just show you guys again before. Whispering Canyon Cafe. That is the dining room you're seeing right here. The funny thing about the name of this restaurant, Whispering Canyon, when things get really going, it's anything but whispering.
It is the exact opposite.
It is the most ironic name of any of the dining establishments here on Disney World property.
And if the joke goes even further, if you take in the full account of all the preceding. So this is the restaurant, but they also have a quick service named the Roaring Fork. And as you would expect, yeah, I was just like, maybe you expect like some loud music, people like real energy going there. Again, exact opposite.
It's really kind of quiet.
It's really quiet. It's really
so the
quiet.
Roaring Fork is actually quiet, but the Whispering Canyon is extremely loud.
So yeah, it's like opposites in both ways, both in name and location.
Leanne says, we just stayed in the Old Faithful Inn, which is what Wilderness Lodge is patterned after. It was amazing. So does it kind of give you the vibes?
What's the Old Faithful Inn? Is that outside Disney? Oh, it's certain area. Okay, good. Cool. Not know that.
So the thing about Whispering Canyon, and it has it's infamous for the fact that the servers at Whispering Canyon are very in-your-face, crass, quick-witted, and they will give you a run for your money.
You do not want to. You have to be careful what you say because.
So they're never rude.
They're never rude.
Okay, but
Chaos.
they love to create chaos, embarrass the clientele in a good and fun way, and they go out of the way. Look, this guy, he's even got this gigantic hat on at the moment. But it used to be back in the day that they would have about 20 bottles of ketchup.
Yeah.
that could be used in the dining room. And the bottles of ketchup weren't spread out. What they would do is if they wouldn't give it to every table, and if somebody were to ask for a bottle of ketchup or ask for any ketchup whatsoever, the server for that table would yell, "Ketchup!" And kids and adults alike who were previously instructed to do so would go and run and bring every single bottle of ketchup in the dining room to your one table. So there may be 20 bottles, but when you ask for ketchup, they bring you all 20. And then you will dine at that table with 20 bottles of ketchup on it until the next unwitting party asks for ketchup. And then it's your job to transfer all 20 bottles over to the next table. It was a lot of fun. It was a community thing. So. But the cast members who work here, they have a lot of fun. They do their job well. And it's really hard to fill their hats in the roles that they provide here. How's it going, sir?
Good, sir. How are you?
I'm hungry. Do you guys have anything to eat?
Oh, we got plenty. We got a wicked lot of stuff.
All right, wicked. I could eat a wicked lot. Yeah. I can't wait to smell it when it comes through the lobby.
Never heard that's a wicked lot. That must be a huge amount. Very even, very even full. Yeah, and the chaos is already starting to roll.
Ketchup! And if the kids were at the table, it was so much fun to receive the ketchup and then be designated to give away the ketchup. This is our bell service. This is our check-in in the main lobby. The front parking lot, of course, and the main parking lot is at the front of the building. And so, hello guys, how are you today? We're doing a little resort tour, having fun. Every Tuesday we go to a different Walt Disney World resort and just show them everything and experience it. And it's just kind of, what happened? We see we have a spring break over here.
During the middle of the night, they're painting the rocks.
Ah.
And so that's why it doesn't run during the day. So the painting doesn't go on during the day. Painting goes on in the middle of the night. But then
You have to dry them off a little bit so you can paint them. I've heard of painted rocks. They're very cultural. So I appreciate that, Ken. We'll have to come back and see the rocks when they're painted again then. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Appreciate it. Now, one of the great things about the Wilderness Lodge is that there is a mascot that can be found here that you will not find in any other place at Walt Disney World other than Fantasyland in the Magic Kingdom. And that is our friend Humphrey the Bear. And Humphrey is found here and there across the resort, and even in our little totem pole right here at the bottom. Here's Humphrey right there. And we'll see a little bit more of Humphrey inside of our gift shop here. So let's go find some of our resort specific merchandise. Hello. There's my boy Humphrey. There he is. Hello, how are you today? It's Humphrey.
They have a replica of the totem we just saw right here.
Yes, I one of these days I want to own one of these.
Really?
I do. I love this totem. Look at this. Look at these guys. It's Mickey on top.
Has Renaissance in the back.
And then we've got Goofy. Donald, who loves being right there in his space.
He's loving it. That's the face of pure
Humphrey.
joy.
And if you guys don't know who Humphrey the Bear is, then there's something you need to look up and watch on Disney Plus. But the best, oh, look at this. Look at this.
They have a mug version.
There's Humphrey. The Wilderness Lodge. And if you ever want any of this Humphrey merchandise, all you have to do is get yourself a mobile order bag, and then you know what you have to do, right, Owen? Then you pick it up, put it in the bag, boom, boom. Then you pick it up, put it in the bag, boom, boom. Then you pick it up, put it in the bag, boom, boom.
If in chat, if you get it, tell us you get it. Give it. Tell us that you got it.
Boom, boom. Then you pick it up, put it in the bag, boom, boom. Jill says, how much is that total? We've got the large one. We've also got,
We also
Jill,
got keychains.
we've got a keychain, and we
What's the
also
keychain
have the
first?
photo holder. Let's look and see. The larger one it's free. Look at that. It's completely free.
Yep. There's no. You could just.
It's
walk
free.
Out. It's walk out here. Okay. The keychain surprisingly is $25.
$24.99 for the keychain.
Yep.
It's got a little. That's not a keychain, dude. That's a Christmas ornament.
Oh, it is it? Yeah, that is.
That's the most breakable keychain I've ever seen.
I keep having to rebuy my keychain. It keeps breaking.
Keeps breaking. How much is the small total?
Price here, second though. It is $17.
And you can put your own little photo at the top. It's a photo holder.
Yeah, you get,
How much is the large total?
The totems are $34.99.
$34.99. Thank you very much. That's not bad at all, actually, for a nice little statuette.
Yeah. You place that at like a table in the foyer or like main decoration area.
And somebody was asking about Tervis. Got a Tervis mug as well. We do have a Tervis mug. There you go, Naomi.
We also got this other service. We kind of like.
Well, that's a corksicle.
Oh, I thought Corksicle was a company. I didn't think that was the actual type of bottle.
Well, it is a brand. It's Corksicle. It's a insulated cup, mug, hold.
Teamwork.
And it's got the wood grain on it, and it's also got
That
the wood on the
is
side. Do you want to
smooth.
hold it up and show them the logo? Does it feel like?
It feels like honestly, like just like rubbing my hands. This just feels amazing.
So Naomi, the Tervis mugs are $26.99. The corksicles are $39.99. This honkin' big mug stein, $22.99. I need a cup of coffee like this every day before you hit the parks. Just a small cup. It's hilarious if I walked around with that. Or you can get yourself the cutest, furriest little coffee mug there is. Kind of love Humphrey. Anybody else love Humphrey as much as I do? I think he's just like the most awesome character. He's actually my older brother's favorite Disney character. Loves Humphrey. I think we actually bought him this for Christmas one year. I got him a Humphrey mug. Dum ba dum ba dum bum ba dum ba dum boom boom dum ba dum ba dum bum ba dum ba dum boom boom bum ba dum ba dum bum ba dum ba dum bum ba dum ba dum ba dum.
I was gonna have shirts and other items of clothing specialized just for the resort.
Liberty Tree Tavern, welcome in. How you doing tonight? Rob says Humphrey makes a cameo as a bear rug come to life in the Legend of the Three Caballeros series. He does? That's kind of funny that they stuck him in there. He's just a classic character. We don't see him very often these days. Wood on a slide shirt here. Welcome in, Natalie. Yeah, Jill, $35 for a little statuette like that is really not expensive in the grand scheme of things as far as other merchandising. Now, I am a sucker for where did it go? There we go. I love my shirts like this. I love my polos. I love my polo shirts. I love my collared polo.
That's nice fit.
That's a good feel to it. It's very smooth.
Very smooth.
Very soft. Water on a sludge. It is $44.99, which is actually a really good price for a polo, especially of this fill-in quality. Guys, thank you so much for popping in and having fun with us today here on the stream. If you guys are having a good time and haven't already taken an opportunity to do so, we would love for you guys to hit that thumbs up button and help us out. The more likes we get, the more likely it is that YouTube will share our streams out and invite some more Disney fans to join us. So thank you guys for hitting that likes. Thank you for helping us grow our community. We are so very close, guys, to hitting 10,000 members of our Magic crew. And at this point, we are at 9,945. We're only 55 members away from hitting 10,000. So if you're having fun today and you haven't already done that, we'd love for you guys to join the crew as well. They do, because this is a DVC resort, they do have grab and go, because in the studios and villas they have here on property, they do have full-size kitchens and places that people can fix meals. So that would be over at Boulder Ridge and Copper Creek.
I have a lot. Oh my goodness, they have a lot of good items here.
Dibs ice cream. And this is what we refer to as sundries. You need a sundry? They got a lot of them. Sundries. Of course, they have the normal home goods items. They have a few clothing options, and they even have bathing suits at the resort. So if you forgot to bring your bathing suits and you want to make sure you can jump into the pool, they've got something to help you take care of that as well. I am Groot.
So that's $39.42.
Oh, it's got board games and such, specialized carts, other things. So if you want to bring something home that you can enjoy later.
The wooden train set is so cute.
So is this supposed to be like replicating some of the old, like an old version of a toy? And it's just like redid?
Yeah, it's like a throwback to the old times where we didn't have to have batteries or Wi-Fi or. I mean, when I was growing up, I would play with a block of dirt, call them dirt clods, and I'd play for hours. Of course, that says a lot to be what it's like for nowadays. A squirrel runs across my path, and I'm like, squirrel! I get so excited because, I used to grow up playing with dirt clods. So, but, I had some really cool antique toys.
I grew up with like.
It allows for a lot more imagination. Let's put it that way. All right, so Miss Sugar Cookie, welcome in. Yes, Owen is with us today. Owen is here. Say hi to Miss Sugar Cookie. So, I love the fresh flowers. Here in the deluxe resorts, they often have these, and they are real, guys. They are real. I'm gonna give a good smell of that.
Not plastic whatsoever. Oh yeah. Yeah, if Mom went up and smelled that, she would instantly get her allergies. Like, immediately get choked up. That smells nice.
I love Chuck Mix. My parents said, what about baby ducks? We got to see baby ducklings this morning.
Oh,
over at the Tomorrowland Terrace and areas.
One time, there was like a group of ducklings, and it was really younger. There was one like really close to the gate, and you guys were walking around, and I just took a second.
Hi, Rachel.
Just walking away, just get down on my get down on my feet, and actually just like petted the little guy.
Yeah.
Before walking away.
All right, so I'm gonna take you guys. I'm gonna show you guys our buttons and bells. This is our arcade room here at the Wilderness Lodge. It is open from 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. You want to grab the door real quick, bud? Open from 8 to 11. Or you can come in and get rechargeable cards. Play a few video games. Maybe some air hockey. It smells really good in here too.
Oh yeah, they're definitely.
I got some pumping in some awesome smells.
That's,
Now, before we take you to some of the other dining areas, I want to give you guys, we will be coming back here in just a few moments. This is taking us over to our Disney Vacation Club area, the Boulder Ridge Villas. We will be coming back to this in just a moment. But first, let's show you guys where you can see some storybook dining and some quick service. And then we'll come back and show you some of the cool areas that are in the Disney Vacation Club area of the resort.
all right, so there's a lot of choices to eat here.
Oh yeah, there really are.
Yeah.
There are 3 sit-down places, 1 quick service, and 1 walk-up.
That's 5 different. That's probably what makes this. Is this a deluxe resort, right?
It is a deluxe resort.
That's one of the things that makes it a deluxe resort. Is that
Yes,
there
indeed.
are multiple different options to choose from. If you're saying, "Hey, I'm hungry, I want to eat here," you don't have to choose just one thing and make the most of it.
Welcome in, Smart Board 99.90.
That being said, that doesn't make like value or moderate resorts bad, but it's nice to know ahead of time, which is why we're doing these streams now.
Dr. Dragon, it does kind of have the feel of the Grand Californian, doesn't it? And when it gets really chilly around here in Florida, and for us, I know this is a different definition, but you can actually sit by the fire and enjoy a warming, rocking back and forth on the rocking chair. Now, this right here is Artist Point. Artist Point is also known as our storybook dining. A few years ago, it was slightly revised to accommodate for character dining with a Snow White theming. So you can see Snow roaming around the dining room, usually with Dopey. And then at some point, you may have yourself an evil queen show up in the back that you can go over and say hello to and get a photo with if you like. And of course, there is a lounge here open from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. You just want to go up and grab yourself a cocktail, sit in the lounge adjacent to the Artist Point dining. Now I'm going to take you guys down to the Roaring Fork, which is your walk-up quick service area. If you are staying on property, you can use mobile order. I believe they're still limiting mobile order to only those who are guests on and in this hotel. That doesn't mean you cannot dine here. It just means you cannot order ahead.
It just means you have to put the order in.
You have to walk in and physically make the order.
Maybe even grab something off. Yeah. Did they have that here? They started doing that again?
It all depends on the definition, Vanessa, of cold. But we'll start to dip in our temperatures a little bit around November. We'll find ourselves getting into the areas of the crazy 60 degrees.
Yeah, some people make fun of like
freezing.
For people getting like
I may even have to go get a sleeve on or something. Oh, I love the skillet meals. Yes, yes indeed. So Roaring Fork serves breakfast, and breakfast is served. Here's a little, if you guys want to grab the QR code for that. Served the first part of the day.
And up until 11 a.m.
Probably till about 9 or 10. Lunch and dinner is served from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., which is pretty standard for most of the deluxe resorts. They stop serving at most of the places at around 10 p.m., including a 10-hour smoked pulled pork sandwich.
Do you tip for that?
No, go. I'm going up there.
I didn't know they had that kind of like.
Go. Sit down and eat, will you?
The cooking materials in the back to make that.
Oh yeah, they got a smoker back there. I mean, you got a restaurant that does barbecue, right?
That's true. Like they can have like one big kitchen and have all the stuff connected.
Appreciate it, Alex. Alex says we've hit 300 likes for today's stream. Thank you guys so much for that.
Give us a round of applause because we didn't do anything.
Appreciate it. I didn't even like my own stream, so
Yeah, we don't even.
you guys have went out of the
We
way
didn't
that
do
I
it.
didn't even do that.
That's all you guys.
Lumberjack platter, including pulled pork, macaroni and cheese, coleslaw, and cornbread. We're gonna sneak in and see what we have for some desserts, because Disney desserts are the thing. Now, anybody like Hidden Mickeys? If anybody wants to look for a Hidden Mickey when they come in, a little shadow box diorama here. Straight on. Do you remember where the Hidden Mickey is?
Oh, I don't remember, but I think I can see it.
Where is it? Right there.
Perfectly shaped.
Right there. Hidden Mickey.
They put serious work into Hidden Mickeys to the point where if there is a Hidden Mickey where Imagineers did not put a Hidden Mickey, they'll actually go into effort to making sure that's not Hidden Mickey.
Now, Paul, was this Disney? 36 degrees? That's crazy. That's crazy. Now, one thing you can get here at the Roaring Fork, it's pretty much a staple dessert on a regular basis. So you can get your campfire s'mores cupcake. And it doesn't matter. I don't think any time of the year, they pretty much will have that campfire cupcake ready and available for you.
They also have a lot of other baked goods and desserts such as chocolate croissants, chocolate chip muffins, bagel.
Oh, that's cool. Travis is going to be going to Ford's Garage on Friday. We were talking about that earlier.
Yeah. I've been here once. It was really good. Really good quality burgers.
And then, of course, we've got ourselves, what is that, a magic cookie? Magic cookie. It's amazing.
Do you
that,
think
it's
that's-
amazing that anyone would eat that because it looked kind of unappealing.
I think maybe that's like a gluten-free or like nut-free or something like that option.
Nope.
Really?
It's just got a bunch of stuff in it.
It does look kind of like a hodgepodge. Well, I'm not sure why I would say nut-free. There's clearly nuts in that.
Oh yeah.
That would kill a person. That's not.
Zach says this is their home resort for DVC. Are you guys members over at Copper Creek or Boulder Ridge? Check that out. That's pretty cool. The little s'more with the Mickey on it. But look, Owen. Look.
What?
50th anniversary petite stump. It's a stump.
It has
It's a
artwork
tree.
into it. You have like a chocolate rim, and that's actually amazing because I know good and well that that's like a chocolate rim, and they put like a quill or
Wait.
something to make detail into that.
We may have to come back and grab the petite stump cake.
It's not going to be here for long. I'm pretty sure anything.
Well, for the 50th
anniversary.
anniversary.
Yeah, anything with the 50th anniversary is probably going to disappear sometime around.
Bacon, cheeseburger, 10-hour smoked pulled pork sandwich, tuna salad sandwich, house smoked turkey sandwich, chicken and waffles, zesty slaw burger on a brioche bun, western chicken strips, Caesar salad with chicken, wilderness salad, lumberjack platter, and I don't think I've ever had the lumberjack platter. I might have to try that again sometime next time we come over here. We may have to come back and get a petite stump cake, guys. What do you think? After we finish our tour, we'll finish our tour off with some treats. Let's head on back over. I want to show you guys the villas. And to do that properly, we're going to walk in through the front. If you guys are just joining us this afternoon, welcome into Ear to Ear Magic Stream. My name is Chris. This is my son, Owen. We are your guides today as we're going to be taking you around Disney's Wilderness Lodge, the deluxe resort that opened in 1994. Subsequent had 2 other resorts added to it for Disney Vacation Club for Boulder Ridge and Copper Creek. Now, as a reminder, guys, all of the DVC villas and studios are available as far as an option for cash purchase for non-DVC members. They are limited in availability for those. It is required by Florida state law that whenever they have timeshare rooms availability, that they have to set aside a certain number for cash guests. So even if you are not DVC, you can always contact us, and if there's a room available, we can help you guys as far as reserving, booking, and staying, and several of our options here for DVC for Copper Creek, and Boulder Ridge. Yes. So even if you're not a DVC member, you can stay in a DVC room. Zach says we're going to be back in August, staying at Copper Creek. Halloween party again, and the Keys to the Kingdom tour. That's a packed trip right there, Zach. You guys are going to have a blast. Daniel says, I had the pulled pork sandwich with the coleslaw in it. It was really good. All right, we're going to take you guys over to the separate entrance.
It's not that long of a walk.
Oh, it's very short.
It's very short, and it's all covered.
Yeah, so even if it's
So
raining.
You're not going to do it.
Thank you, Travel Adventures with Aaron. We are so very close. And if you guys have not hit the subscribe button and want to be part of our original 10,000 members of our Magic Crew, now is the opportunity to do so, because we only have a few slots left. So 50, only 50 away before it becomes 10.0. Check this out. Join us at Copper Creek Springs Pool on Disney's Wilderness Lodge for the world's largest swimming lesson on Thursday, June 23rd at 9 a.m. Registration begins at 8:45. Capacity is limited. Arrive early to secure your spot. Open to resort guests only. So they're having a gigantic swimming lesson. I've not heard of that before. June 23rd, 2022.
Very, very important water competency. It is important to know how to swim, just in case swimming happens. So
Now you can also
that is actually a very bad movement.
you can rent bicycles here to take advantage of riding around the resort. They also do have a running trail. Running trails do show you exactly how far you can go in and go out. The exact running trail will take you half of a mile to go all around to the resorts and back around Boulder Ridge. Now, at one point in the past, you could actually walk and or run all the way from this resort over to Disney's Fort Wilderness. But when they started building the new building, that area was closed off. So we're no longer able to make that trek, even though we're not that far away. Susan says those villa rooms, the rooms we're about to walk into and take a look at as far as the special entrance. Villa rooms have availability for upcoming dates, even for annual pass holder discounts, and if you are a Florida resident. And if you guys don't know, if you do live in the state of Florida, all you have to do is provide your identification showing that you are a Florida resident, and you can take advantage of special rates to stay on property with some pretty good discounts. So remind us when you contact us to help book and plan your stay. Squirrel! Make sure to let us know if you have any of those things you can take advantage of. Matter of fact, any of the things that you can tell us about that would be helpful. Right now, if you mention that you are a Disney Plus subscriber, if you are an AP holder, we can get you room only with a discount. Florida residents. And also let us know if you happen to have a Disney Visa card. Oh, wow. That smells wonderful. Welcome to Boulder Ridge, everybody. Now, I love this little mini lobby because during the Christmas time, they have a completely separate Christmas tree in here. It's pretty cool. If you guys ever want to go back and see, we do have walking tours of the trees. We spend a lot of time in the resorts, resort hopping. And so there's lots of cool things as far as the decorations.
Well, it's big as the
Oh no,
Lobby over there is
much smaller, but still very personable.
You also got, if you look at the walls, you can see like these little like, animal heads carved into the wood itself.
Yep,
Maybe not even
the
animal
carvings.
heads, like you see up there. There's
Even the carvings again. End of the core. Welcome in, ride the teacups. Now, have you guys ever stayed over here at Boulder Ridge? It is, Jill. It's very personable. It's a lot smaller than the main lobby, but I'm going to take you guys over to a little area that's off to the side that is pretty impressive as well. Here, welcome to Sturdy Branches. Sturdy Branches is our health club for guests who are here at the property. Workout machines, weights, build some muscles.
Do they have anything else other than like a normal gym? I'm just like, I'm not debating anything. It's just like I've never heard the term health club before.
Health club, as opposed to a gymnasium.
Yes, it's very interesting.
All right, so now we're going to take you into an area that this is all based and sort of with that Pacific Northwest theming, and something that was very near and dear to Walt Disney's heart was railroading. And so this whole area of the resort is dedicated to Walt Disney's love of the choo-choo train.
Oh, I wish smell vision was a thing because the smells in here.
It smells amazing in
You can
here.
smell that over there. It's amazing. Also, are these like a mix of rocking and like a burger armchair? I'm sorry, that's over there.
Welcome in, Vicky. Glad to have you in tonight. Welcome in, Corn Dog Jimmy. Welcome to Boulder Ridge, the offset of the Wilderness Lodge. Notice the Carol, it's even got it on there, the fair weather route of the Carolyn Pacific Railroad. I don't know if you guys can read this from here. Before the Disneyland Railroad existed, there was the Carolwood Pacific 1/8 scale, and this was this has got a lot of history to it, guys. We may not have the Walt Disney World Railroad at the moment, but it will be coming back, and it's a very important part of the history and the love of Disney himself. Alex says, can you guys help me book a cruise later on down the line? Oh, most certainly. We, when it comes to booking anything, we can do cruises. We can help with all-inclusive resorts. And we can even help with European tours and vacations as well. So if it's something you want to check to see, always reach out to us. Guys, send us an email. We'll let you know whether or not it's something we can help you guys out with.
More pictures out with the trees. No.
So welcome in, Shelby. Glad you could join us today. So the original lodge has been around since 1994, I believe. I think that's the date. I'll have to go back and double check that, Karina. We'll see.
So in 2 years, it should be like 20 years old. It's amazing.
Jill, I hope so too, because if it comes back in the service, that means we're gonna get ready to have Tron.
I can't wait to see like. I remember when it was just like 2 years ago when they just announced Tron was being built.
Look at this pin set.
That's cool. Oh, it has the train station with it. I wonder if that's just like an old pin that related to it, or is this like a
It's
special?
probably it's one of, look at that, it's one of what, 25 or 3,500? I can't tell. Or is it one of 500? It looks like it's limited edition of 500. There's
Limited
only,
edition. So that isn't like a dividend. It's a
no, this is one of 500 sets.
500.
Wonder where the other 499 sets are.
Imagine the impressive ball.
This is an original 35 millimeter motion picture negative in print of Walt Disney on his Carrollwood Pacific train. Filmed in 1950. Riding on the train with the kids. There's the actual motion picture film right there.
Yeah.
And that's a print made from the film. Jill says opened May 28th, 1994. That's what I thought. It sounded it was about familiar. So getting ready to celebrate its anniversary as well. Great spaces, a lot of little history here and there. The Carrollwood Pacific Fairweather Route Railroad. So, Nisa, it's funny. The Virgin Voyages sell from Virgin Voyages cruise line. You know that lots of other cruise lines have promotions right now where they say kids sail for free. Virgin Voyages has their own promotion right now. It's actually ongoing. It's sail kid free. Yeah, great promotion. All other
receipt, word for word.
that is it. It's other promotions and other cruise lines are. You had to like wait. Kids sail free on some other lines, but if you sail on Virgin Voyages, you can sail kid free because you have to be 18 years or older to sail on Virgin Voyages.
Look at this map. I like the little additions they have, like in some of the areas here. Mickey's still in the White House.
What's he doing in Orlando?
Looking at the resort.
What it looks like.
Oh, giant redwood.
Yeah, the redwoods.
It reminds me of like an old like Chippendale.
So again, this is our Boulder Ridge Village, guys. If this is something you would be interested in, let us know. Of course, there is no cost or obligation when it comes to getting quotes, and we'll be glad to help you guys out as far as getting some more information. Give you guys an idea of where we're at. We are here.
So yeah,
The main area was
started
the lobby here.
And then we walked over here once we were done checking out that.
So if you're going to the main Wilderness Lodge, you've got these buildings here. If you want to do some of the Copper Creek cabins, the Cascade Canyons are here and up here. And of course, Boulder Ridge is right there. And the Boulder Ridge Cove pool is right there behind us.
So
behind that is Reunion Station and Geyser Point Bar, which we're going to take you to right now. Oh, look, they have air conditioning in every room, guys. I mean, come on.
1871 air conditioning. It's a weird thing to see the two things there, but definitely.
At Disney's Wilderness Lodge.
Definitely in Florida type of heat. You don't want to go without that. I mean, especially with summer coming up. Oh my goodness, it's gonna get hot. Back in the paint area a second time.
Pat says my grandfather loved trains and worked with the dirt work for train tracks here in Oklahoma. A lot of history for many families when it comes to railroading.
I think I actually have a hat from the time you worked at railroad. I still have that hat. It's in a box.
All right, we're gonna take you guys out to the pool area here at Boulder Ridge.
Wait, no, this is magic.
Now, certain locations you can actually ask to tour DVC rooms. I didn't see any DVC cast members up at the desk today, but if you guys are ever interested in checking those out, this is our pool area. The last time we stayed here, Boulder Ridge, we got to come here one evening and hang out at the pool. I love the mining theming that they have here and how they have it set up.
They have like rusted like tanks here and there. Does it look like right now? It looks like a summer today. You have like water. Maybe they're painting this area as well.
Yeah, the waterfall is not running here either, so they may are letting it dry out so they can paint the rocks here as well. If they're painting rocks elsewhere, they're probably doing the same thing here. Pool is open from 7 a.m. till 11 p.m. They do have little cabana stations off to the side. And they have a zero entry here at this pool. This backside here at the Boulder Ridge rooms, you do have studios, 1 bedrooms and 2 bedrooms that are available in the villas. And the upper floors, the 4th floor, have some pretty good views of the area. Now, one thing that's really cool is the fact that they have in the concrete, you can notice hoof prints, animal paw prints all around. And many times when we've stayed here before, late at night, you can often see little creatures scurrying around and hopping around here, so it's kind of fun. Now, I've never seen a raccoon, but I've seen quite a few other animals that are here.
So it's interesting. Do you think that because you'll see this sometimes in some of like the wilderness areas of the park? Do you think this was intentional, or like they were building here in like an actual animal cross?
Oh no, this was fully intentional.
There are like a few places, like especially back in Georgia, where some of the sidewalks we use, like there is some animal that happens to like take a little walk.
Yeah. It was an accident when the animal walked over, but no, this was meant to be. All right, now these are our Cascade cabins, guys. There are 12 on one side, I think 14 on where we're at right now. Each of these is very similar to the bungalows that are over at the Polynesian.
It's not a room that's connected to an entire bed. It's a single.
It's like a small house.
It's like a small house.
And it's got its own patio on the back with its own private dipping pool. It's not a swimming pool. It's basically the size of one person to get into the water and just chill.
What's that? Boulder Ridge contractors. Huh. Another detail? Maybe something that had to be visible, right?
Ooh, what does that say? Be our guest, be our guest. So stop by our open house. I'll at least let you guys see the detail. This looks to be one that's open for.
Is it something you have to like book a reservation with like your phone?
Well, I was just going to let you guys see it. Be our guest. Stop by our open house to explore a model villa. Scan the code. Visit discoverdvc.com.
Here, let me move.
No, get in. I need you in here.
Is it too bright?
Yes, it's too bright.
Oh, here, let me.
Does that make it easier?
Is that better?
DiscoverDVC.com or call 888-238-0001 to find out more. It looks like this is a model villa, so there's no one staying in here. I'm just gonna peep in because that hopefully it won't. Hey, it is us. There's some creepy guys looking in from the other window.
That guy over there looks pretty weird.
Yeah, but the guy in the blue shirt with him looks pretty cool. But notice the elevated beds. and I love the window seating here. But you've got, I believe it's a 3-bedroom scenario, and it even has a pull-down trundle bed as well.
Yeah. So there is
Very nice.
Lot of room.
So really cool. Full kitchen.
So if you had like maybe a larger group of people staying, maybe this would be an option for you. That'd be worth paying for.
Tori asked the question, where would the Storybook Dining be located at? It happens in Artist Point. It's in the main lobby of the hotel. And it's just located just on the other side of the Whispering Canyon Cafe.
Is this a sign for Copper Creek or the Copper Creek
The cabins.
cabins? Oh, yep. Cascade Cabins, 13 to 26.
There we go, Alex. You can either do that or you can just watch it on a stream with us. We'll take you guys with us. Today is our 3rd week taking you guys on resort tours, and this is the first time you guys have ever joined us here at Ear to Ear Magic. This entire summer, it is our goal to take you guys around each week to a different resort hotel and kind of give you guys some behind the scenes information about each of the resorts, especially if you've never been there before. So come and join us next Tuesday and see where we're going to be at next. So fishing at the lodge. They also do have fishing excursions. Did you guys know that they have cast members whose job it is to take you guys out on fishing boats and showing you how to fish?
That one organization, the one logo with the bass with the green background, there's a lot of locations that are like sponsored and funded by that. Like for instance, I'm pretty sure I remember we actually like took time to like book a location near Riverside.
It's
where they have a little creek.
It's a national organization that encourages people to learn how to fish because it's an activity that they feel is very good bonding with families. So, all right, the Teton Boat and Bike Rental. Fireworks cruises starting at $3.99, includes a driver, 10 guests maximum. And you can get both resort from the fireworks cruise here, or you can go do it over at Epcot. The guided bass fishing excursion starting at $235 for a 2-hour trip, $455 for 4 hours. Only 5 guests. It's the smaller boat. Again, sponsored by TakeMeFishing.org. We have gone on a couple of fireworks cruises, and the first one we ever took was actually from this boat landing. Fishing in Bay Lake, you can find yourself the largemouth bass, the bluegill, catfish, the sunfish, and if he doesn't wear his life jacket, the Owen fish.
Yeah, I would.
Notice the train tracks? They got a putting green here.
Good thing this is a detail, and like I feel like if a train went out, I feel like it wouldn't go so well. I'm not sure if trains can swim.
Sea train.
Train fish.
Train fish. Got some putting greens here. He's gonna go check. It's just artificial grass, man. All right, so we're on the other side of Reunion Station. There's a place where sometimes they do have private events and things like that. At one point, they actually opened it up to DVC members for some special things. You'll notice over in the back area, we have Bay Lake Towers looking over Bay Lake. Our boat dock that we came in on. Discovery Island, which is, again, the original place for the first animal exhibit and park they had here at Walt Disney World that's now closed, in which the center of Disney's Animal Kingdom theme park is now named. If you go through Animal Kingdom theme park, you'll notice as you cross the bridges it will say Discovery Island. You're like, where did they get that name? That's where they got the name, right there. That is the original Discovery Island. Now, over here, very close to our geyser, we have a really fun open area called Geyser Point. Geyser Point both has a walk-up bar and area. You can ask for a table, and they have a few places you can sit down here. They have a menu that you can enjoy. They will seat you down, and you can enjoy all kinds of food. But if you're looking for something unique and fun, I would highly recommend the Bison Burger. The Bison Burger is so good. Yes, it is.
Oh wow.
It is. I know what you're going to ask. It is.
Oh wow. Is it tender?
So the Geyser Point Bar and Grill. And you can even walk up and order some directly. If you just want to walk up and grab yourself something to eat.
Hi, friend.
Hey guys, how you guys doing today?
Well,
We're doing a walking tour so that everybody know what they can do here. So if they come over to Geyser Point, what's the one thing they have to try?
the bison burger.
The Bison Burger. Never heard of it. I
Yeah.
know it's good. I just got finished telling them about it. They're probably thinking he's making fun of us. But no, they really do have a Bison Burger.
We have a bison burger.
And
Just got a new chicken sandwich. I just got done eating that.
oh, hang on. Let me get closer so you can tell us about this chicken sandwich. Come on. I gotta know about new stuff. So what's our new chicken sandwich here? Is it actually on the menu?
It is not on this menu. It's not
Is
on
it-
the to-go. It is gonna be.
It's over in there. So what is it? Can you tell us what it is?
So it's a fried chicken sandwich. It's like slaw. There's like a.
Oh, love slaw. Is it like a creamy slaw?
It's spicy. It's sweet
Oh.
and spicy type
Oh my
thing.
goodness, you're making me
Yeah.
hungry.
So you can get it over when you have a seat over at the bar and grill area. That sounds awesome. So something else to look forward to. But thank you so much, Hal. I appreciate that. Have a great afternoon, guys. And this is also your refill station if you have a resort mug, which I don't know if we'll fill yours up in just a second. But we've got a beverage station if you're coming out here near the pool. You can run over here and fill up your drink. And as long as you've got your resort mug that's been activated, you can utilize it.
Yep.
Ketchup! We need ketchup! Never in your life have you ever seen people spending that much time, effort, money, resources in order to get ketchup! Look at the geysers going off! There's the geyser, guys. And all this is going on in the background, and you know who's not sweating that geyser? You know who doesn't give any care in the world? That duck right there.
What, duck?
That duck right there.
Oh my goodness, it's a duck.
That duck says, I don't care about no geyser.
He's just enjoying the pool.
But he's just enjoying it. He's just loving it.
He's just chilling.
He's just living life, geyser or no geyser.
He does not have a care in the. He has no idea what's going on.
Oh, he knows exactly what's going on. He just doesn't care. That's the life right there. I know fully well what's going on. I just don't care. I'm just relaxing and enjoying my life and letting it roll right off my back. Because Disney ducks, every day, they're on vacation. Now, they do have a spa and facility over here as well, as far as also a activity center. You can enjoy different activities here. including making yourself a tie-dye shirt, tie-dye hat, and other activities here, right here by the pool. I have a feeling that you can probably make that request.
What was the question?
Gluten-free bun.
Oh yeah, that's definitely. Disney goes through a lot to make sure like if people have certain allergies that they can eat.
We'll make that
enjoy
available.
different foods, and definitely gluten-free is one of the bigger ones.
Just ask them. It's sometimes it may be harder to come by, but I would not be surprised at all if they had some gluten-free buns for the burgers, especially the bison burger over at Geyser Point.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And we've made ourselves back over to our pool area. We've made our circle, friends.
We made a full circle. You've seen everything.
So to end our stream, I think we need to go over to the Roaring Fork and try some desserts. I think Owen deserves a dessert for walking around.
I'm not stressed. That doesn't.
I'm stressed. I'm stressed. I need desserts. Stitch is stressed. He needs desserts.
Stitch just turned 20.
Desserts!
Stitch is having a midlife crisis. He needs dessert.
So let's head on into the Roaring Fork, and we'll close out our stream with a little bit of a snack. Some time for questions if you guys have any.
Yeah, this would be a great. Now that we've like viewed everything, if you have a question about something else or something we think of, that would be a great time.
We'll wrap it up and make sure you guys have everything you need.
And even if we don't answer it in this stream, like just put it in the comments afterwards, and like you do try to go back and see if you can answer some questions.
Oh, John, it is a really great place to go and watch the electrical light pageant.
Oh yes.
And to have a great meal later on in the evening. Now we're gonna pop in here. Why don't we do this, Owen? I'm going to, if I can, I'm going to leave you with the stream. How does that sound? I'm going to leave you fully into the chat. I'm going to go wash up, and then I'll go grab ourselves some snacks. You guys, be nice. Be kind to Owen. I will set him down and let him talk.
Put that back here.
His mom is watching, so
Don't try anything.
don't be embarrassing. And I'll get you. Is there anything in particular you would like?
Honestly, like, other than like maybe like something to snack on, definitely something to try.
Okay. Oh yeah, we'll get that.
Oh yeah. Definitely a bit thirsty after walking around there.
Oh, I understand. Yeah. So let me turn this camera around, guys. 17 steps. 17 steps. 17 steps. You guys have a seat. Be kind. I'll be back in just a moment.
Hey. Check that, make sure that's fully up there. So, did you guys, anyone who's been like watching from the get-go, how have you enjoyed this? Have you got any information out that you haven't heard about before? Like maybe somewhere to eat, somewhere to say, take a look at, maybe just an area in general. Have this hey D Stein. Hello. So yeah, about that, like I'm not good with celebrity names. And the only reason I know Chris's Pat's name is purely because he has the same name as me. In that movie, of course, Chris isn't my name, that's my dad's name, but that's the only reason I know. Hi, Vicky. Again. I have to say, it would be a rude choice. I've been to a lot. There is a lot of good choices if you have to pick just one. definitely say I could do top 3. I would definitely say Riverside, Boat and Yacht, and probably number 1, Animal Lodge. Animal Lodges actually are homeless for DVC, and I definitely enjoy staying there. Especially the food. If multiple interactions through all of like covering food, restaurants, it hasn't been enough. Really big foodie and such good food options at Animal Kingdom Lodge. Boma, I can't remember, not to sit down next to Boma, but like in the, I think Jumbo House? I don't remember the exact name of it, but that is also a good, also a really good sit down. Love the non service. Honestly, like like just in general, naan with some tzatziki sauce is really good, but especially with all the different sauces where you can like pick out, choose, like, absolutely wonderful. But yeah, Animal Lodge has to be a huge one. I know me. I'm not actually sure. I am thinking about maybe doing something in streaming at one point, maybe. I mean, definitely, like, is everyone's dream to like get money and try to make a living off of what they love and enjoy. Not sure if it would be especially easy, but I would definitely still be a key value in my life, especially with all the experience I've had and all the memories I've had. So, like, whatever happens next, that's it. Disney would still hold like a huge, of a special place in my heart, just to hang out and do stuff, walk around, enjoy views. I'm glad I was able to be here and have those memories. Not sure. I'm still figuring stuff out, but that was an interesting question. And definitely, I'd say Hollywood Studios. Well, Hollywood Studios, definitely Hollywood Studios, because I do like some of the more intense rides, so to speak, when it comes to Disney. They're much more intense rides than they have there in Florida, but especially like that. Especially of Tower Terror, that's my favorite ride. Again, hard to choose second because like Epcot's also really like Epcot, mainly because food festivals. Again, we say really like to try out different foods and see what there is to see what there is to eat. But yeah, definitely Hollywood Studios, if not after that. I accidentally answered this question right here, but definitely Tower Terror. At first, I wasn't necessarily a big fan of doing the same stuff over and over. So that's why, that's one of the reasons why I really liked Tower Terror. Not just because of the up and down ride, how it's different, but because it's not like this now. But it used to be extremely randomized. It used to be a computer where it would remake how far you go up, how far you go down. It's a very specific amount, so that every ride would not be the exact same. So it's not like that now. They changed it up, so there's only about like 3 variations of what can happen once you get into the actual tower. But I've always enjoyed it. Still my favorite ride. Love the atmosphere. I always love like creepy stuff like that. but hi Nisa. Hello. Thank you for your questions. I think
Now I've got some desserts. Now I didn't get
you got two.
Oh, I got
Wow.
one for you and one for me. I think you deserve your own treat. You worked really hard today. So I'll take some pictures of this. Why don't you go get your refill? Why don't you get your mug refill?
Thank you.
And,
This I'm gonna try. I am thirsty.
See what he go gets the drink. All right. Now I have to remind you that even though I let Owen have the stream, I can go back like you and watch the replay. So hope you guys were good. All right, so I got a couple of treats. Owen's been doing really well. He works really hard, and he comes out and he spends the afternoon with me talking about the resort. So I did get him his own treat, and I figured he would really enjoy this. The Roaring S'more. Check that out. It looks beautiful. I'll get some pictures of that. And I had to check this out. It's the 50th anniversary petite stump cake. It looks like a little tree. So I'll take that out and take some pictures as well. Now, I met a really awesome cast member over in the store. I'll let you sit back here, buddy. But she gave me some advice. She says, it's a cool dessert, but the outside fondant is a little tough. So you may have to eat your way into it. So here, I'll let you have your seat back.
Yeah, the stump cake looks really well done. It has to be. There have been plenty of desserts and like foods that I've seen a lot of detail here at Disney, but definitely like the detail, like the wood carvings in the fondant has to be something I've not seen before.
So let me get some photos. Were there any questions or things that popped up that I'm sure Mom was in there helping out? So.
Oh yeah, there's someone who was asking about. If you look back, someone was asking about storybook dining.
Yes,
I'll pull that coming up now.
Over at Geyser Point. Storybook dining, $60 per adult, $38 per child.
Yep.
That's about right.
Yep.
It is a character meal, so character meals will increase the prices of your dining. I'm gonna take this. Now, this is not a gluten-free dessert.
Can I have that? That would.
Mom cannot have this, but
It wouldn't.
you can.
It wouldn't kill her, but she has intolerance, so it would give her stomachache really bad.
It wouldn't give her migraines, and she would not enjoy herself
Yeah.
afterwards. So this Roaring S'more cupcake, or whatever it is, I'm not even sure it's a cupcake, honestly. You may have to tell me what it is. $6.19 for the cupcake.
It does look like it's not look like a cupcake whatsoever. It's very interesting.
It almost looks like a cheesecake.
It could be. It could be. I could see that like the outside like just being crumbed.
Yeah, it could be a cheesecake. So let me dig into this. I gotta see if my water is still in the bag. Do me a favor. Can you take your fingers and see if you can turn that so the Mickey's come on this side? Yours.
I'm not sure.
I don't want to touch your dessert, so can you?
I'm more worried about ruining it. Do you take pictures of it?
No, I haven't taken pictures yet. That's why I'm asking.
Ooh, maybe you should try that first, because I fear that it's gonna be like the
Alright, let me see
texture.
if I can do it.
Yeah, do that first. Like I'm definitely still gonna try that, but from the look of like the crumb cracker like texture on the outside, I'm not sure if that's like cake or something. We're not even sure if that's cupcake, but I just said I'm not sure if that's like cheesecake, if that's just straight up like brownie. Like I have the worst feeling that I'm going to like try to pinch that on the side and my fingers are going to go straight through. So she's going to take a picture of that. If I can turn around, I can turn around. You can get some more. Get some more pictures that are maybe a bit more good. Always definitely a thing that you always want to get pictures of food before you. It used to be a pet peeve of mine, but I've actually started doing it myself. Just like, because it's like, just to look back on it later and see like what you eaten, the things you've done, especially the food, again, huge food. So love to look back and see what the kind of things get, especially if it was something new and an experience you had a positive experience associated with that food or item. I see that chat is busy. Alright, car dead.
Alright, so I'm going to take pictures of my dessert. This is all yours. Why don't you show it to the camera? Let them take a look at it, see if you guys can guess what it is before you dig into it.
Yeah, this is like a mystery dessert.
Is it a cupcake? Is it a cheesecake?
Actually, it could be. I thought this was graham cracker first, but like a closer look at it.
It could be a cheesecake
It
with
actually-
a graham cracker crust.
It actually looks like that may be like a cake if you look closely enough. Like the base.
I'm seriously, it could be a cupcake or a cheesecake.
It could be both. This is literally like I've not seen like a dessert before with this kind of texture around the outside of it. So definitely gonna have to see. I'm gonna take a picture of this myself.
I'm sorry, I created a monster.
No, I want to have the memory of it later.
He is alive! Now, I love these little display boxes they do for these really great decorative desserts, but man, they are a pain to get into.
Oh, Mom just sent me a picture. Thank you for that. Chocolate mousse, graham cracker cake, and caramel marshmallow.
So it is a cake.
So it is cake, but it's also other things.
Cool.
Should I show that to them?
Well, don't show it to them. Just read it out to them. They won't be able to read it.
All right. Yeah, that's probably way too small. So roaring s'more, chocolate mousse, graham cracker cake, and caramel marshmallow. So it is.
There's a cake with marshmallow on top.
It's a cake with marshmallow and mousse. So it's a hodgepodge.
Of course it is. We're in the
of different
Pacific
desserts.
Northwest. They got all kinds of mousses up here. What?
I'm glad the camera was looking at you when he said that. Also, she also sent me the description of the other dessert, so I might as well.
Yeah, go ahead and tell them. What am I having?
What with the stump cake, as I showed up before earlier, he'll probably show it to the camera in a second, is 50th anniversary cake, stump cake. The chocolate cake with birthday cake buttercream filling, surrounded with chocolate bark fondant, featuring the 50th anniversary logo. So it's very nice. Fondant. Did I say that wrong?
No, you said it right. It was just fondant. It's pretty, but it's not necessarily good.
Yeah, it's a great tool for making desserts look good with people, but experience with fondant, not necessarily that tasty.
Not necessarily yummy.
This
is our stump cake.
While you're showing that off, I'm gonna see if I can take a first bite of what I have because I feel that's gonna like melt or like get warm over time. Let me try and refute that.
I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think it's worth shaving?
The fondant?
The wood. Shaving.
Oh, you mean like the description's into it? Are you trying to make another pun? Because I'm trying. Yeah, really like. I don't know. I thought you were trying to be.
I'm
like
gonna take another
descriptive.
picture. I'll take one more picture, and then we'll try desserts.
Really good for the amount of so tasty. Yeah, there's a lot of descriptions where like you really have to like a 50% chance. So there's like a decoration type of cupcake or something else. You could be eating it's like chocolate, which is amazing, and as dessert it could be fondant, not so much. I few times where I can say fondant has elevated or even like not negatively affected the taste of the dessert, but again, makes it look amazing. Presentation is a part. Presentation is a part. Now, let me eat this. Again, I don't want this to know. I've been talking way too long. So let's see if I can get a bit of the marshmallow, like decoration marshmallow on top into this bite. Maybe I won't be able to get everything. Okay. That's. Oh my goodness. Bottom cake. It's no. Oh, that marshmallows. Okay. This is difficult. Oh my gosh. Try again. Give me a napkin. Give me the napkin. Not for myself. I feel like this is gonna fall out. very messy. It's very special dessert. Okay. Let's see if I can get a bit of each 3 layer. Okay, 1 layer, 2 layer. Nope. Wait.
No,
I
you're
cut.
still working-
I
still
cut off.
working on it?
I'm trying to get all 3 layers, including that marshmallow, into 1 bite, so I can like.
Oh.
Like the rest of the bites, I'm just gonna try to eat it normally, but I want to see what's like tastes
Together.
together. Yes. Oh no. Oh no. Okay.
Well, the mousse is very.
Melty. Oh okay. Maybe.
Oh no, it's just kind of jiggly.
Okay. Let me try this.
Now, I also want you to take a bite into it. Show everybody what the inside looks like. Because sometimes, is that something hidden in the middle?
I think it's the marshmallow ring and it's the mousse like leaking into center.
Watch your elbow.
Definitely not putting it there. If that's what you're worried about.
No, it's just every time you touch the table, the camera goes.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah, there's a center. There's a center. There's something in there.
Yeah. But as far as taste, it's like a okay. Now I did put my put my foot in the base.
You're about to get fired.
You're gonna cut my pay.
Fired.
You're fired. You're fired. You're fired.
All right, so the chocolate cake with birthday cake buttercream filling surrounded by chocolate bark fondant featuring the Disney 50th anniversary logo. So it's chocolate cake with birthday cake buttercream. But I have been told that the fondant's not necessarily inviting. Is that a nice way of putting it?
No,
The
that's
fondant
completely
is-
rational. That's completely
Fondant's
rational.
that way. So problem is it's on this disc that's just the size of the dessert. So I know I set it down, I can't get it out. This is chocolate cake, birthday cake, buttercream, you five, and then chocolate fondant.
Let me get like
Another one? You think these napkins are free? All right.
yeah.
All right.
This first one, I just tried to make sure because like
All right. So finally got into it.
I was definitely 100% sure like I was not going to be able to like get all 3 layers out without something that came on the table. So. Nice.
Catch back up into the chat. Let's see. So tell me, is it a little blurry? It could be the lighting because we are in a little bit darker area. But real quick, I'll do a quick refresh to see if that makes any difference.
So yeah, this is really good. It's like a
There we go. Should make it a little bit better if that's an issue. But we're in a kind of darker area. We thought it might be a little quieter on the inside.
again we're in for a very calm space. There's barely music here, but music in is really calm.
So Susan was putting in, this is a deluxe Villa Resort. It does have a lot of amenities, bus transportation to the Magic Kingdom, boat transportation to the Magic Kingdom, bus transportation everywhere else. And just to kind of give you guys an idea, now this is not with any promotions, no promotions whatsoever. This is with standard room rates. I did want to sit there and put one thing in for you guys. This is an upcoming, look, I'm on TV. That's Mike with one eye. This is an actual room quote for Disney's Wilderness Lodge, and it is for a Monday through Friday stay It is a Nature View standard room for 2 adults, 1 child under the age of 9. And it does include 4 days park hopper tickets for a total price. Now, again, this is standard price. This is no promotions. They do have promotions for things such as annual pass holders, Florida residents, and even Disney Plus subscriptions, and other promotions will come out at other times. But this kind of gives you an idea. Even in a deluxe resort, this is what you guys are looking at. 2 adults, 1 child, and 4 days park hours. So,
There. No difference whatsoever. You can't tell. That really appeared on the wrong side. I'm gonna try just the stuff. Is it fondant or is it chocolate again? Pull it up. You never know.
it's chocolate.
I chocolate. Oh, here. Right, chocolate. Okay.
They wouldn't waste fondant. Fondant's pretty expensive for the most part. They wouldn't waste fondant on something like that.
That's true.
Pardon me. All right, so I'm going to cut into this cake and see what it looks like. And this is... I am going to eat it. I'm going to eat the first bite with the fondant.
Oh, look. Just discovered.
The filling?
This is the top, but right. But this bite right here, this is the second layer, including that piece right there. So fondant does leak in between the middle. No, mousse does leak in between the middle, and like here, like.
So
Mousse is like there,
the
so
stump cake is
it's
actually
like a ring of marshmallow.
chocolate cake with birthday cake buttercream.
Ooh, buttercream. It's always a
And
nice dish.
I'm actually going to bite it with the fondant to see if it's good or if it's something you should peel off.
Customer did say it was tough, so.
You know, with the fondant, it's not terrible. It's like a Tootsie Roll.
Really?
It's just got that chewy outer edge.
So it's not necessarily like bad and good, but it does take a while to chew food.
No, most fondant has little to no flavor. It can be kind of bitter. It's made for more decoration than anything. Now, a bite without the fondant. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Do we also have insides?
I think we got some filling. So this is a bite without the fondant.
Those look good.
Oh, that's good. That's really good chocolate cake. I gotta see, is it really? Yes, it is.
What's the fondant? I mean, what's the filling? What's the filling?
Everything's fondant now.
Everything's fondant. Everything's fondant. You know how like they say
You keep using that word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
you know how like that trend is like everything is cake. It's just the same thing with fondant. Like I'm gonna like pull off part of this table. It's just gonna be like
Fondant,
molding.
fondant.
Yeah, everything is fondant.
The center of the cake,
I'm gonna go get before.
buttercream. It's just nothing but buttercream. So if you like buttercream icing, the whole center of it is nothing but that icing. Man, this is good cake. It's good, moist chocolate cake. And I really didn't even mind the bite with the fondant in it, actually. It was just chewy. Oh. I'm going to pull things in just a little bit so I can see the comments and say hello to you guys. I hate not being able to talk with you guys. Vincent, welcome in. chocolate cake is really good. It's excellent presentation. The swirls. I just want to keep showing this because I'm afraid when I destroy it, it's
Oh yeah,
all the
definitely.
look how pretty it is from the front when it's not all destroyed. It's got the little chocolate swirls. It's got
And you can show off the back with the filling.
yeah, and that's the buttercream in the back.
Have a repeated
It's a
theme of
very
like
nice
stuff in the middle.
presentation. This is a very nicely well made and put together chocolate cake.
Stuff again. This is a huge s'more. Oh my gosh.
And that's kind of a good thing, Corinna, because sometimes fondant can be really off-putting. I think one of my biggest examples of that is they had at one point they had a Donald Duck cupcake over at Animal Kingdom about 3 years ago, and it had a Donald Duck hat on it made of fondant. It's disgusting when you put it in your. It was inedible. It was not meant to be eaten. It looked really great on the cupcake. You didn't want to eat it. This is not so bad.
Yeah, there's been a lot of like fondant toppings.
It's really good.
that just like tasted downright nasty. But for when I trust him. Again, we've eaten a lot of stuff, so if he says it's good, it's good.
Here, I'll
Here, you have to buy mine as well. Here, just trade off.
You do realize that as your dad, I don't have to even ask permission. I can just shove you off to the chair and just grab a bite.
Just take it.
Now, if,
But
you,
no,
get
seriously,
in, if you
that's-
get into my dessert, you could lose an appendage.
So it's,
You know how many careers there are in which you only have 8 digits to use? You'd be very limited. You
Just
could never
lose-
be a court cartographer. You would never be able to do that.
How did you lose your hand? Oh, I got caught in some machinery. How did you lose your hand? Oh, I accidentally took a bite out of my dad's.
There's no accident. I accidentally let you get away with 8 of your fingers. But now, what do you think? Have you tried it?
Oh, here, let me take
Give it a try. It's good chocolate cake. I mean, it's kind of boring when you say chocolate cake, but I mean, this is pretty decadent flavoring, and it is very moist.
That is a very moist cake.
And the birthday cake, buttercream, perfect.
Oh my goodness, let's stop doing that.
Paul said, yeah, stop doing that. Paul says he's put on 10 pounds just watching.
He's just.
This is a pretty large.
He's using the time stone. He's looking into the future, like everywhere. I'm just, oh, great. I mean,
Look at this. Look
Every
at that
possible
chocolate
future.
swirl.
I see food.
That's fancy. That's a nice little chocolate swirl. Swirl. I wouldn't mind a chocolate swirl. They could do that. They could do that here at the Wilderness Lodge. They could put it-
Also on that note, would you be able to find that at got the first letter of that name? What is it? We just talked about it like numerous times. The gas station. Oh my goodness.
Buc-ee's?
Buc-ee's. Yes.
No, they don't have chocolate squirrels. They have chocolate beavers.
Oh,
Completely different.
Oh my goodness. Okay,
But
you see where I was from.
they, if you put a chocolate squirrel on top of this cupcake, it would fit right into the theming here, and no one would think about it.
I mean, it's a stump. But that being said, the swirl is amazing.
It's just big old gigantic chunks of buttercream on the inside.
Oh goodness. This is like a
It's good.
deluxe s'more. This is like a s'more a different way.
Woo! Eat your heart out, other Disney food bloggers. Wow. Now, let me ask you a question. Would you eat that again? Would you get the s'mores cupcake again? Or s'mores cake again? If I came in and I said I was going to Wilderness Lodge again, we're going to get some desserts. You want me to pick you up at s'mores? What would you tell me?
I'm kind of on the middle of
Oh,
it.
now they're going to remember everything you say on this train.
They're gonna judge me.
They will. No, they're not going to judge you, but they will remember what you say. So if you say that you like it, and all of a sudden someone comes and picks you up one and brings it over, you're going to be like, "Oh, great!" Now, seriously, would you do the s'mores cake again?
Okay, so first off, this isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it's very big and very filling. Good amount of food. No?
I'm translating for the people who don't speak Owen. No.
That's not necessarily a bad thing.
No.
I say if you had like a group of two or three people and you want to share food, this would be perfect.
No.
But yeah, it is.
Hog the Fam says, why would you want to eat Earl the squirrel? Because he is delicious. Actually, I can't eat Earl the squirrel. I went to the doctor. The doctor says I got to watch my cholesterol. And squirrels are very high in cholesterol. They really are.
Really
So-
high in like fiber.
You just got to watch it. Got to watch what you eat.
Yeah, also on the matter that mom brought up in chat, I'm not necessarily, I don't necessarily dislike marshmallows. I'm fine with marshmallows, but this is a really big huge treat, really big marshmallow.
No.
Just, I don't want to spit it, like, just because I don't like something necessarily,
He doesn't like marshmallows. I don't like marshmallows. I don't. I'm not a big fan of marshmallows.
The reason I don't like it may be a reason that someone else likes it, or someone may like it for a different reason. So I don't want to like set it off with being awful just because of some little thing. But it's still a great dessert. And I'm so glad I've tried it. I always like to try something new.
I thought you would like it. I thought you liked s'mores. Or I would have gotten you something else. I didn't realize you didn't care for marshmallows.
It's not necessarily marshmallow. I do like marshmallow. It's just a huge layer of marshmallow. And that does take a lot of chip.
But it's a pretty good sized dessert, though.
Again, yes. Like I am really filled by this. And this would be a great treat if you had like a smallish group and you want to share something. Like maybe to save money, maybe just for a buying experience. It'd be a great choice if you wanted to do something along those lines.
Okay. The flour is made of fondant.
Oh no.
Don't eat the flour. No.
Oh my goodness.
Don't eat the flour.
He's dying.
Woo. That's when you want a flourless cake. Oh my god. Hang on, this is good. Oh my god.
On this, bring up that matter. I do love like cooked marshmallows over fire. Not necessarily hate marshmallows.
You like toasted marshmallows.
Toasted marshmallows, which is something they do at like most resorts.
Most of the resorts, they have a fire every night.
Yeah.
That flour was horrible. That's a good example of when you don't eat fondant.
So on a scale of 1 to 5 blue apples, how would you rate that experience?
The flour?
Yeah, the flour.
The flour gets no love. Nothing. I don't care what the scale is. It's a 0. It's a why did you not love me, mommy? Experience.
Oh my god.
Ugh.
Hey,
That's why I was scared about the fondant around the edge.
Yeah, exactly.
But it actually wasn't that bad. It has more of a Tootsie Roll kind of chewiness, and it wasn't like, ugh. That was like just pouring chalk into your mouth. So.
Chalk cupcake.
Oh, terrible.
Hey, do you want like
Was my
I'm
tongue
serious, do
blue?
you want a scoop of mine?
Was my tongue blue? Oh my gosh.
Face me, show me.
No, I'm a blue tongue skink.
Say,
Right.
no, it's straight.
Huh? Wow.
Kind of?
Eh?
There's a tent. There's a tent. I don't see it. But I'm serious, you should definitely, I definitely want you to try some of this. I'd take a scoop of it. Oh, I mean, again, if you don't want to. it's fine.
Now, what I want to do is I want to show you guys this. Why don't you take that other chocolate swirl?
Sure. Sure, let me.
I mean, it's straight out milk chocolate.
Let me
It's very
let me-
fancy, but it's just
Let
chocolate.
me see if I can like.
It's fondant. I'm joking.
Dark chocolate, really good.
I'm glad that Owen decided to shave for today's live stream and get a little bit of that goatee. Because if not, every time we eat a dessert, we're like, this is the best thing I've ever had, Scoob. Yeah. It's delicious. Yeah.
One time I really wanted to practice voice acting, but I feel like it was like butter. I was like, oh, it's something. My dad and mom are trying to work on booking a client. I'm just over here like trying to say, oh, like soy soup. Wait, no, that's it. So it's soy. No, okay, maybe I need to.
Like, we're so hungry. You just ate an hour ago. I know, we're starving. Now, I want to show you what I've been working on secretly down below. I've been eating cake the entire time.
Oh, you're not.
It's great cake.
No.
No, I'm not. I'm going to show them what I've been doing now.
That would. I don't think that would be a good outcome. If you were to do it, I think you were.
I'm going to show you what I did and why I did it.
You can show it off.
Here's what's left of my cupcake, guys. This was the fondant that was wrapped around the cake. Whereas I'm sure it would have been scrumdiddlyumptious to eat it alongside the cake. It is a large piece of fondant. It's beautiful in the core, beautiful in the design, but honestly, the cake in itself with the birthday buttercream was perfect on its own. There's no reason whatsoever to have to include the fondant in it. So I just ate the inside out. Just let it go. Save that for Scooby. Like, I just saved a little bit for the puppy dog at home.
That would be the one coincidence. Can
you imagine if I gave this to Nova?
That would be the one coincidence when you really hope it's fondant and not chocolate.
Well, because chocolate's, poison the dogs.
Poisonous, yeah.
But can you imagine if I actually gave something like this? She'd spend like the next half hour trying to get it off the top of the roof of her mouth. So,
what should I do with the still on set?
If you're done, you're good.
Okay.
You can enjoy it, take it home with you, or if you're done, you're perfectly okay. It's your dessert. You make your decision.
Maybe I'm not sure. Would it be worth it taking out? I'm worried it's gonna melt midway. But
whoop! Okay. It shouldn't melt. It should be okay. And put it in the container. It should be fine. Just flip the container back. We are in here by ourselves, guys.
Everyone left.
Everyone left.
Which is weird because usually we attract people to where we dine. It's a weird phenomenon. We go to McDonald's, we go to Taco Bell. There's no one in there. Literally 2 minutes after walking in, it's packed. Don't know how it happens. I'm gonna see if I can try to get some of the fun out there.
The one time I can sing and get away with it. The one time. Pardon me. Chocolate.
Let me try to get some of this off.
There is nobody else in here. It's just us at the Roaring Fork right now. That, if you go back and watch the stream in the beginning, Owen said, Whispering Canyon, really loud. Roaring Fork, you can hear the crickets. All right.
Hopefully, I don't want.
Wait. Worth noting that the closed captions correctly spelled scrumdiddlyumptious. Did it do it again?
Why?
I would like to give a special thanks and shout out to Firefly this morning from this morning stream. This morning stream, we had closed captions on for the very first time. I got on the main street at Magic Kingdom and I said, Buenos dias, everybody. Closed captioning did not put Buenos dias. It says, or else someone dies. So, if you were watching this morning stream with closed captioning, that is not what I said, okay? So, just say. I didn't say that.
No, my goodness, no.
Ooh.
What is the
Just a
algorithm? What?
spoonful. The sugar helps the fondant go down.
Oh my
All right,
goodness.
so get your refill on your
yeah, definitely.
on your resort mug and clean up, and we'll head on back up to the lobby. Close out for today.
Probably should just hold on to that. I don't want to put there was like moose like on the outside, so I don't want to like put that in like
Moose?
the inside the backpack.
Moose tracks. Did it work again? All right, closed captioning. That's awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us this afternoon on a special second stream for today, as we just wanted to take you guys around and have you know a little bit more about what we have available here at the Wilderness Lodge. We have lots of rooms, including nature views. We have the club level. We have resort villas. We have cabins, and we have a lot to choose from. So if it's just an option, that's something you would like to do, especially when it comes to how things are run and done here over the holidays. This is a beautiful resort to be in, with easy access to the Magic Kingdom through a boat service, and even quick response for going over to the buses for the other three. So let's take a walk over to our lobby to close out for tonight. So we are coming up on 7 o'clock. A lot of people have jumped out and will be jumping out to enjoy a lot of fun over at Epcot tonight. They are live. That is Disney. Disney Plus is live tonight, and we'll be streaming over on Disney Plus Harmonious starting at 9 p.m.
What?
So if you guys would like to see Harmonious over on Disney Plus, Adina Menzel, the voice of Queen Elsa, will be hosting along with Jodie Benson, the voice of the Little Mermaid. So if you guys want to have a little bit more Disney fun tonight, go check it out over on Disney Plus after today's stream. Also, today's stream, when we are done, you can go over. It will automatically take you to tomorrow's stream, where we'll be back in Epcot ourselves to have a little bit of fun as we hope to get on Guardians of the Galaxy again and see what other things we can find, explore, and share with you guys here. So thank you so much for the thumbs up. Thank you for being a part of everything that we've done today. We are very close still, not quite there, but we are right now at 9,951 members of our Magic Group. We need just 49 more people who love the parks, would love to spend time with other people who enjoy the parks, and are looking for a great family-friendly channel to be a part of. So if you guys know of someone in your family, someone you work with, or someone that you just happen to hang out with and say, I think that they would really enjoy the opportunity to learn more, hang out in Disney and do this kind of stuff, we need your help in getting the word out so we can get 49 members. What will happen tomorrow? Could be we can celebrate 10,000 members tomorrow over at Epcot. So love for you guys to help us out, send the word out, share the stream, and invite somebody else to join us here in the future as well. So
Bring some of this back to like. Bring some of this back.
You're
to
taking
like
it back?
Camp Liberty. Maybe they can try.
you're gonna give them a little bite? You're gonna tell them you dropped it? I won't tell them. They don't watch the live
I
stream.
did not drop it.
They don't know any better.
I did not drop it.
What is that? It's got a crunchy texture. What is that, Owen?
It has not been dropped.
Now, we are back into the main lobby. We've got the Whispering Canyon Cafe, full stream for the past hour and a half. Great food smells coming out, the barbecue, and once again, just a lovely atmosphere here at the Wilderness Lodge. So guys, if you have some questions, if you'd like to help or help with some help about more information about the lodge, always reach out to us. You know you guys can do so over at chrisedwards@travelmation.net and susanedwards@travelmation.net. Thank you guys for being so supportive. Thank you for being part of our Magic Group. But more importantly, thank you guys for allowing us to have the opportunity to build a community and to share each of our adventures every day, Monday through Friday, with you guys. So take a little bit of the fun, take a little bit of the smiles, and take a little bit of the joy that you may have gotten from today's stream. Put it in your pocket, find that right person you're run into today, pull it back out, and share the magic. You guys have a wonderful afternoon and evening. Go over to Disney Plus, go watch Harmonious live tonight with Disney Plus, and we will see you guys tomorrow in the parks. Have a great one, guys. We'll see you guys very, very soon. And thank you so much for having some fun with us today. It's been a joy. See you guys.